What's
All
going
right.
on?
How are you doing?
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi there.
Oh,
Hey. Morning.
that was really loud. All right. While I fiddle around with these, 'cause we have that other Dropbox now.
Hello, chap.
Hey,
What up,
Ben.
man?
How
Trying
are
to
you doing this morning?
good. Just, my daily struggle with technology, trying to figure it out. Um, per usual.
Ben,
Yeah,
is
that's all right.
Zoe there?
My darling, she's in the next room.
Go get her. I want to say hello to her right now. See
Hey,
if she'll come in.
April.
Well, I could ask the question.
Form check,
One
All right.
moment, caller.
initial folder.
Nick, I loved your article.
Oh,
I just wanted to
thank you.
say that.
Me
Great
too.
article.
That was a
You
good
know
one.
what happens when I write these articles? I don't sit around and think about like what I'm gonna write. I don't, my brain is blank on that. Usually I'll read something, it'll piss me off, and then you have the birth of my next article. That's usually how that works.
My wife and I were having that exact conversation last night. So when I saw your article, I was like, yeah, he says he's not a wizard, but he's reading my mind, so I think he's a wizard.
Well, we all have that we all have that back and forth. Like there's no
Yeah.
it's inevitable in this process. So it has to be that way.
Zoe and Chip.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, everybody. Quick side
Hi.
chat.
Hi,
Zoe, I love
April.
you. Chip, I love you.
Oh, we love you too. Right, gotta go chip some chicken.
Mm,
Bye.
Bye.
uh,
Here we go. I found the
Made my day, Ben. Thanks.
Yeah, it was
I
awesome.
try.
I try.
She's lovely.
She is lovely. I'm rather fond of her. She's looking at me like, what, me?
My Dropbox is reloading. I don't know what the
Uh-oh.
See, this is my struggle. This is where I'm the weak link in the team. I don't do
I can help you.
Colin to the rescue.
well, it doesn't help that my computer's from like 2017. So
Oh,
Oh, Nick.
you buy me a new one? I didn't think so.
uh,
You know this guy called Arnold could probably get you one.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
that's
bet he even might.
Yeah.
I don't ask for things. I just make do with what I got.
I'll ask for you, chap.
No,
It's
the
for our
fuck you
benefit.
won't. I will fly over to England and shove my foot so far up your ass you're gonna taste it.
I suggest let's start a campaign.
Yeah.
I'll get one.
Well,
We'll
It,
take up a
it,
collection.
Let's just
Let's
start a
start a
campaign.
GoFundMe. Nick's
Yeah,
it
computer
exactly.
still
We'll take
it
up a
GoFundMe.
still
collection.
works. It's just a little slow.
I know.
Just like me.
I was gonna say,
Exactly.
like all of
I
us.
need that sign on my forehead. You know?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Working on RAM.
Why is it telling me to? I have Dropbox on my.
Where's
I haven't
Noah?
got enough Dropbox.
That's a long story. We're not going to go there on here.
Oh, okay.
I kind of figured. All right, that sucks.
Um, turn on.
So while Nick's having a jolly good old time, how is everyone?
This makes me want to throw my computer.
You know what I love is
You
I'm
should.
seeing more and more faces that I know. I mean, it's neat, right? It's not like one or two people. It's like 20. It's great.
Wow.
Hmm.
Netta and Peggy and Ro. I mean, it's fun.
Hi.
And Mike, Jeanette. Hey.
Sorry, I'm not a morning person.
Oh. Well, that's why I turn up to the afternoon one for me.
You're cheating.
Yes.
Anybody else have leg day this morning?
Mine was yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
those
Yep.
goblet squats at the end, I swear, I start yelling at Adam so bad.
I had it on Tuesday and I'm still suffering. It's fantastic.
Hey, try 200-pound squat today. Yes.
Woo.
I can barely squat anyway. So,
200 pounds, Andres?
Yep.
Wow.
Right.
my man.
Oh, it's
5
There's
reps.
someone
90 kilos.
doing legs now.
You are not, Mike. You're sitting still.
No.
No,
The
they're
chat.
one of the comments. Yeah.
Someone is doing legs now.
I'm not seeing anyone's camera going up and down for squats.
Did that this morning.
no camera because my camera broke.
Your camera broke, Colin?
Yeah, because I was watching the dog and the dog flipped over
Yeah, hold it over.
Well, that's
my
not good.
and it broke the USB. So I
Oh,
just
broke the
also
USB.
did.
Mm.
We're gonna get barking. My husband just came home and the dog's in here. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you meant
can't
your
find my
husband was
mute
going to
button
stop
today.
barking.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
am three times.
This is weird. It's opening in like
Hey, Nathan.
Hey, hey, Abel. Sorry, tired. So
Peggy and I are twins.
yeah.
Don't worry, Nick can't tell us apart either. He just calls us the mothers.
the crazy part is you guys look nothing alike. I'm just terrible with names.
That would be the other obvious thing, Nick, but that's fine.
It's okay, Nick. I'm the same way. It takes
This-
me a long
I
time
think
to
this
get people's names.
Shaban! Hello! Oh my God! From Ireland. Love it.
Well, I'm in England. I can't get it wrong with Ben and others here, but
Okay,
but yeah,
close.
it's been a while since I've been able to join live. But we met Nick last weekend, and he motivated us so much. I was like,
And you're still here after meeting Nick? That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a true test.
It's so great to see you.
yeah, you too.
So I have the Pump Club form checks. I have the folder. I'm looking at it. And okay, so this is formatted completely different for me because now it's like in my windows. I don't know why it did that. Before it would like open up into Dropbox individually.
Weird.
Hmm.
It's like this is completely foreign to me. So I apologize for this moving incredibly slow. They changed everything around on me, and I don't know
We got an update.
what. Well, no, just they made a new folder. I had a system that was simple that I had learned, and it has now been changed. So I'm learning in real time, and I apologize.
That's okay.
It happens.
Bonjour, Emily.
This is
So
fine.
it's like-
We're all here to learn. So
Hi,
it's,
Andres.
yeah.
Hey, April, not on an iPhone.
I know.
Nick, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry for your technical difficulties. Are there people waiting in the lobby to get in? My little sister is waiting to come into the meeting.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I just
so
had to really get
sorry.
on it because I haven't done anything. So
It's okay. It's okay.
they're-
We
They're
understand.
missing me being an idiot. So
Hey, I
No
think it's time
stress,
for
chat.
Nick to have a hard talk instead.
okay, so I have the videos, but I got to get it now to. Okay, I got it. I think.
Good job,
Yeah,
Nick.
share
All right,
screen.
so-
Let's see.
I'm gonna hit. I just don't like how it formats now instead of. Okay, so we're already recording. We're gonna hit share and then Dropbox. All right, there's Amelie's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed face.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
I see me.
We're starting things strong.
All right.
Just the clean.
All right. You fucked up from the floor. Tell me what you see. It's the same thing we don't want to do on a deadlift.
Oh, my back.
You jerked. We don't want to jerk on the bar. We still want to pull in tension. We still want to be tight. When we jerk on the bar, we pull ourselves out of position.
I want to be exclusive, so I think that on the floor it was more
Yes.
like bam.
You can still be explosive without jerking.
Okay.
Jerking will hurt you at some point. It will, because it pulls you out of the brace. You're losing all that muscular load and putting it into your joints. Your joints and your spine are what take the beating on jerking. From that point, that all looked good. The bar was close. Extension, I like this. Hips are coming through. We're on our toes. We got triple extension. Yes. How you land with the bar. This is so much better.
It was more difficult with weight on the bar because she to pull it enough high was harder with weight.
To
Because I
get
don't
the bar
want to
up was
squat.
harder with weight.
Yeah, because I don't want to
It's
squat
heavier.
under the bar, but she doesn't up. That's up here.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
gonna be
maybe
harder with weight. It's heavier.
yeah.
So you did look, you have more than enough strength to clean this. Reason being is look how high this came. Look at this. You almost threw it over your head. You've got plenty of horsepower. That's not an issue. Now you just need to get used to when it's light like this and warming up, be explosive, but you don't need to throw in so much power it's gonna knock your teeth out.
Okay.
So when we're warming up on these, you move explosively, but you kind of let the bar float and catch it as intuitively. When you want to use that power is when you start getting heavy for you. That's when we give it we add some pepper.
Okay.
So this
no
is all
jerk.
good. And realistically, you've done much better everywhere else in your clean. Now you just added in a jerk on the bar, which we don't want to do. The jerk that happens in this movement is either when you catch the bar or when you clean and jerk the bar overhead. The jerk off the floor is not the right jerk. So this rack position is better. See where your hands landed?
Yeah.
So when it comes to cleans, I want you to take your hands out slightly wider.
Okay.
So when you come up and it clears your hips, you land right outside of your shoulders and you're in a position to then execute the press.
Okay.
It's literally like a finger width or so wider. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
But this is much better. You just threw a new wrench in the mix at me with the jerking off the floor. Don't do that. I know you know how to break a bar off the floor without jerking. You do it fantastically on deadlifts. Apply the same thought process off the floor. Just as soon as it breaks, accelerate.
Okay. I'll do that.
Good. So we're gonna
I
stick
will
with the
try.
clean. We're gonna stick with the clean moving forward. And we're gonna keep dialing this in. and then we'll add a push press. No jerk. You got to learn how to press before you learn how to jerk. Most people. Some people do go straight to the split jerk, but we need to get you moving in the. I want you to get used to bar path of the press because the bar path of a jerk is the same as a press. It's just the split jerk adds a whole. Building a split jerk over a Zoom meeting is going to be very difficult because it is the split jerking, clean and jerking, and snatching for everyone in here are the highest degrees of technical difficulty out of everything you're going to do with a barbell by far because they require speed and they require precision. So it takes a lot of reps and a lot of time to get your back foot to land in position, to get your front foot to land in position, to get your torso in position, to get the overhead mobility to land in the right position. Then the timing of it all happening at the right times, the back foot subtly landing before the front foot, and then taking a half step back, then a half step forward. You don't ever want to step forward because you might push the bar forward. So it's a lot going on. This is why I have you working on one little part of it, because if I were to have you do it all, it would just be scrambled eggs. Like it wouldn't be quality. And I don't want to spend weeks ingraining, a half-assed technique when we can build from the ground up.
Yeah, foundation first.
So it's going to be a long road with this movement because it's very, very technical, which I don't even have you doing it to an Olympic standard. Like, we don't need that. You don't need that. You don't plan on Olympic lifting as far as I know. But nonetheless, we do need some level of technical efficiency so that it's safe.
Okay, it's good.
Yes, ma'am.
It's fun to do this.
It is fun to learn. I completely agree there, but frustrating. It will get frustrating. Trust me. You're just on the clean. You just wait. How do I go to the next video?
Nick, before you do that, a lot of people in the chat, people are saying that there are people waiting to get into the room.
Yeah, I just admitted them.
Oh, okay. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, see, this is what I don't like about this setup is because it doesn't have my stuff to go to the next video. There's no way I'm going to have to click out of this and then individually. Where the fuck did it go? This is not okay. I could just hit over before. Giannis, admit. Hold on. It's opening them individually. It's not giving me a format where I can go over. Like I don't have any of my dashboard that I had before. This is incredibly frustrating.
No, of course. Take your time, man. It's all good.
I was told everything was the same, and it's not with this.
If you select all of them and you right click, you cannot like just open them all at the same time.
I don't even know how to do that.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Select
Technology
all.
sucks sometimes.
We're all here to learn something, hey?
Yeah.
Honestly, just
Fuck
no
it all
stress,
up,
mate.
apparently.
Hey, we all fuck it up sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated because I feel like I'm wasting your time, and that's what I don't like.
Oh, we're having a good time. Don't worry.
Yeah, not at all.
Love this.
Good job.
Zoom. How about you
It
share
just
your
goes to
screen
show
and we
you.
can figure it out?
Miss Clara.
Yeah, if you share your
You
screen,
can
maybe
be
we
a-
can help you.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too.
See?
Nick, can you share your screen so everyone can see it? Maybe we can help.
Yeah. Done. Share. I guess desktop then. Or actually, this is the Finder right here.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, it's Apple. Okay, so. mm,
So let's see. Click on Emily. I think.
Okay, Claire, what's wrong?
Yeah, it
You
just
click
brings me
and
into this one
press
video,
uh,
and then I can't.
space. Just press space. It's gonna open. Selected one.
But if you
I
select
can
all of it,
open it.
maybe
That's
you
not the
can just.
problem.
No. If you press space, it's gonna open in a preview, and then you
Okay, Claire, what would you
press
like?
like down or up, and it's gonna switch between videos. But first, you need to put focus on a file. Yeah. Oh, you
Oh shit.
escape. Press escape,
What would you like, Claire?
and now press space.
You didn't need any of the food I gave you earlier.
It just
Space
makes a
bar.
boop sound.
Space bar.
Doesn't do
Oh,
anything.
oops, that's weird.
It's not doing anything. I'm
Oh.
pressing. I promise. I know where the space bar is.
Okay.
Let's see. If,
Oh, the any key.
if,
We marked it with any key at work.
if you look at Emily's video, I thought there was like an arrow to skip, maybe.
Yeah, so when I do that, and then I hit this, it says share playback, and then this just fast forwards through the video.
Hmm.
You start DPT.
I know.
Can you probably press Command A to select all of them, and then click with this right button and select Open with Preview? Oh,
Nope.
but,
Some of them have 0 bytes. It's like they didn't upload correctly.
Yeah. So
oh yeah, you have
Command A.
just like 6 of them.
Open 95
Oh.
items. See what
There you
happens.
go.
Oh no.
It's gonna open multiple 95 windows.
Yeah.
That's
R.I.P. your
not
laptop.
what we want. Dear God. Don't do
Fantastic.
Yeah, but they
We're
still
all
not
here.
downloaded to your laptop. Probably you need to go in browser and open Dropbox.
it says
folder.
they're all downloading.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've never had to download them before. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah. Can you just go to Dropbox to the website, like a service,
Yeah,
and open
Nick.
this folder there?
That's what I've always done.
Yeah, let's probably go like the same way as before.
All right. No, now it's opening all the damn.
Yeah. One by one.
I hate myself right now.
Wait a minute.
If you click
hurt
escape,
yourself.
will it stop downloading them?
I done closed out the thing at this point. I don't even know how to get back to that.
Sure, we gotta
Nick,
have some
can you
computer
open-
people in the pump club.
Nick, can you open your browser? Because it seems like you open your folder on your laptop, and the last time you opened your browser and then you preview every video.
Why is it telling me to get started? I have a account.
No.
My Dropbox. This is
It
incredible.
can't be worse than a weight cut.
You know what? I say that now. I'd rather be cutting weight, but truth is, I would not. Okay, we might be good now that I'm on the browser because this is what I'm familiar with. if these form checks, all 95 of them stop opening one by one individually. That would... All right. Jesus.
He can't help you now.
I'm
Did he
so
submit a
screwed.
form check?
What? What does the
Ben,
gardener
can you
have to do
stop
with
being
this?
funny when I have food in my mouth, please?
I've
I'm
got to where
afraid
I know
not.
what to do now. But now I have this hurdle of it opening each form check
If it's
completely
still
individually.
opening those files like individually on your deck, you have like a video player icon. If you click on it with the right button, it should be force quit or something like that option there. If you use
Quit.
it, I hope it's gonna help to
Oh,
close.
that I think that worked.
Okay.
Give that man a prize.
I love you guys.
That's awesome.
It's all about support.
No, it started again. What if I hide?
Well, just.
No, that's a real option. It says hide.
Yeah, you probably
Maybe
should do
that'll
that
just
a few times.
keep it going in the background.
We're going to
I
play
mean,
peekaboo with
whoever
Uncle Nick.
gets in right now will be thinking, what the hell is going on?
No,
Yeah, right?
that didn't work.
This is the best. Best one yet, honestly.
Best form check ever.
This is the one.
Proud
This
thing
is
I
how
do.
we sell it.
They're gonna upload this to YouTube. Someone's gonna go to watch it and just watch absolute nonsense for.
It's the people who have never been in here before. That's what's hysterical.
Yeah, I
They'll
thought
cut this
absolute
part.
nonsense
This
was
is
what you
not
could
how
do.
it normally goes.
This
Yes,
is
it
my
is.
first
No.
one. I'm loving it so far.
This is exactly how
I
it is.
love
He's
it.
lying.
Not how
Every
form
week,
checks
same
normally
thing.
go. This is a colossal technical difficulty that is entirely operator error.
Okay, this is
You
Larry.
usually-
Everybody. I've just,
This is the
Nick's
pump
gone
club
full caveman by now.
bonding.
I'd be this. This is my. I know movement patterns on an autistic level. But you put me in front of this, you're gonna have to hold my hand.
We're
Oh,
trying.
we all need help sometimes, Jack.
You're watching the
Come
leak in my armor in real time.
I
I'm
literally,
holding my
me
laugh
lick it, man.
so hard.
I jumped in to just be learning, and I just heard Nick say, "I need you guys to hold my hand," and I'm like, "What?"
Jen,
We're having a moment, Jen.
It is a colossal fuck up because I don't know Dropbox and they changed everything with the different Dropbox and everything. Then I tried to download it, and now it's opening all the videos individually and it's downloading them to my computer, and I don't know how to stop it.
Oh, okay, maybe I can help. Oh God.
We're having the
gotta be
best
like
time,
48.
Jen.
If you want to stop downloading, you need to quit that Dropbox app on your laptop. It's probably on this like top bar. If you find their icon with Dropbox, you can click and then like select quit. But it's not gonna stop from opening those individual files. You still need to click on that icon of a video player and like force quitting. But it's probably gonna continue opening them until it opens the whole like a set of files, like 95. You're
My
gonna need to
computer
do
is-
that multiple times.
I'm investigating as well. Stand by. This is great. It's
Oh, I
honestly,
texted Daniel, I'm struggling. This is not good.
yeah. I actually just was really nice to come in and hear everybody just laughing so hard. I'm like, what? I'm a few minutes late. What could be going on? All right.
Team building.
We're averaging 30 minutes per file. It's going to be fine.
It's open. It's open probably 50 at this point.
Okay. But we don't. Are we able to stop the download progress? Just kind of click out
That's
like.
what I'm trying to figure out, but nothing's worked.
Okay. Is anybody more Dropbox savvy that's on the call? That's tech that can help meatheads like me and Nick. Let's start.
We've tried.
Yep, you have.
Just-
Okay.
You can just restart your laptop.
I was gonna say that.
I was gonna. I also agree.
Hard kill.
What are the chances? You guys are all here right now. He shuts down his laptop. We restart the meeting.
No, no, I don't think
You don't
that's
like it?
necessary.
Okay, okay. Stand by.
But either way, this must absolutely hit YouTube. It's imperative. We need this in its entirety, just to show that we're all people.
That's right.
Mm.
Can you get someone to share their video from their computer in the meantime whilst it's downloading?
No, because it's in a Dropbox. Jen
Oh
could.
no, I mean from their own, like, if someone's got a video they sent to you, they could
Yeah,
just
but
share
the problem
their
is
screen.
all these videos are opening individually on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
All 95 of them. So I can't.
Jen, maybe you can open the Dropbox in the browser, and if you have an access.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, also, as long as you're comfortable, Nick, we can put you on a screen share. So the very center bottom button is called, there's a little green arrow that
I
says
know how
share.
to screen share.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, great. Sorry. Then let us get our eyes on what you see and let's groupthink this.
Okay. You're not gonna like this.
Enjoy.
Yeah, just
about to see
close
some very niche
all those
stuff.
personal windows before.
What app is opening the files?
It's some reason downloaded them to
Is it preview on your Mac? Because it says because you can to force quit like the app, the preview app, you can do Option Command Escape.
It keeps rapid firing me the damn things. So I keep quitting.
Is it your QuickTime player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like go to the app that's opening it and then do Option Command Escape.
But then it starts again. See?
Do you have to do it for each one? I mean, you could go through that for each one that's left and it would do it faster than waiting for them to download.
I don't want them to download.
Quit.
I hit quit, and then there we go again. So this is what I'm dealing with. And I can't. Every time I get someplace where, like,
Mi amiga se testing.
fuck,
Go to ChatGPT.
I can't move fast enough to execute the function.
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
Nick, I agree. The fastest way would be for you to restart your computer and then open it in your browser.
Yep. So here's what's
And
cool. I'm here now, Nick.
Jen could keep us entertained.
Yep, I will keep this going. So I will keep this room open and I will take over as host. Oh gosh, so many times I had to do that. Hide, self, choose.
You're gonna see fixed.
Guys, how do I take over as commander here?
By force.
The Institute is showing that there has been no hiring boom for tariffs. None. Zero. No.
Maybe I can make you host.
Yeah, I think you make me host. And Ken, I'm gonna, I can't mute him. Yeah, I denied host a minute ago.
Like, excuse me? And you were like, I'm so sorry.
Make host.
You give them a
Great. I'm host. Ken, I'm gonna mute Ken's news. Great, so I'm host now. Nick, you shut down and I'll hang out here.
Okay.
Cool. We got this.
Progress.
There you are.
By the way,
Wonderful.
my screen's off because I was having like a slow morning and I'm having coffee. My first client canceled. I'm like, I'm just gonna be in my robe and I'm like, oh, the meeting started. And so I cannot, I'm gonna be in my robe on camera and I'm not doing that to anyone, right? I'm just
Jen, you always look good.
Well,
To be distracted by the gun show.
It's just like not, professional.
If you're on camera, you have to double bicep.
That's
right.
It's true.
Double bicep it.
You just can't see it.
You always look good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
So,
Jen in a row.
everyone-
Come on. You know you
Yeah,
look great.
We'd segue fast.
Let's just maintain a little professionalism while
Put
I can.
a little candy pink lipstick on.
Okay.
And then just go.
Now we're getting dirty. Okay. That was so
So-
funny. I posted this video of deadlifting and I said the F word pretty loud at the end. And April just writes on my Instagram, you and I speak the same language. And it wasn't like, but minutes later that we posted on Pump Club's Instagram a kind of a recap from Columbus. And she finishes her deadlift PR and goes like, like screams.
I screamed, F me.
It finished downloading them
About
all.
8 times. Good job.
Twice, not 8 times, twice.
This is why I can't go to the gym. I'm like, if I go to the gym, I'm making ugly faces. I'm screaming cuss words. I just can't be
Scream it.
allowed in there.
You know,
Feels
I
good.
I'll just do it at
Get it
home.
out.
So
Jen,
it literally finished downloading them all as soon as I went to. It's done.
Oh. Well, at least you're in control now. Let's see.
Yeah,
There we
it's done.
are.
So, we're good.
Okay, hey, look at this is perfect. See,
40-minute comedy special.
why can't I
Perfect.
see Nick's face? Where are you, dude? Because I want to
He's
remake
trying. It's
the
okay.
post.
I already took it.
Oh, no wonder. Great. Well, hey, this is Nick, you're crushing it. You don't. Okay. Well, carry on. I'm here just listening and learning.
Crushing it is not the term I
In your
used for
robe.
what just
Got it.
happened.
In
So.
my
Pump Club robes next. That's what
yeah, I
we need
didn't know.
in the shop.
Oh my God. Could you imagine? This
Fluffy
is
ones.
things that the team would say no to.
We need
Oh, that
robes,
was
lifting
just
belts.
Club
that was
robes with
just
a
a step
sliver.
up from Nick
Oh God, yeah.
to show that we can.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
See,
Now
while Nick
that
is
I know where I'm
telling
at,
us.
we can get into these form checks.
Perfect.
If it loads.
It will.
If you need help, Nick, we're here.
Yeah. Now I'm just kind of fiddling with. I do have to reopen Dropbox though, but that'll take 2 seconds.
You're all right, Jack.
The new folder is the Pump Club form checks, correct? Or is it the form checks official folder? Before I mess that up.
The one I always used when we coached, let me confirm this question for you. Because they might have, you'll know by the dates. Let's see. The ones I always use, actually, let me click on it and before I speak ahead of you. Okay.
I don't see any.
I have in form checks official folder, they're dated from 3/26. So
That's the last one. That's the old one.
old one. Yep. So I bet it's the other one then that you were thinking.
I think, well, it's empty, which means that deleting it, whatever I did, deleting it from my desktop must have completely took it off the form checks.
That
Do you see any?
no. I don't have the main link that here.
In Dropbox, when you delete something, it's still there. You can I don't remember where it is, but you can something like select show like previously deleted files in a folder.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you can restore them.
Let me hold on.
Dude, I'm fucking this all the way up.
Does Mac have a trash bin just like Windows?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be in my personal trash bin. Oh, yeah, it would.
Oops.
Technically, if they're there, you could just go one by one from your trash bin.
Yeah.
You don't want to re-download, you just want to hit play, right? That's the thing. Let me write the guys again.
No, it can't be open because it's in the trash.
You
So
need
if
to
I
restore
do-
them first. But if you restore them, they're gonna be uploading back to Dropbox.
Dropbox.
It means that it's gonna take more time and you will not be able to play them from a web browser.
Okay.
But you can play them again, try to play it from your, like from that folder, which one is in sync with Dropbox, but yeah.
So when I go there, I see all the videos. So that means me deleting that from my desktop deleted them from this folder, and I don't
Yeah,
know
that folder
how.
is in sync with Dropbox. But you probably can still go to the website and restore it just there.
I'm on the website. That's where I'm
And
at here. I'll screen share.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys.
That is okay, Nick.
It's all
Jack,
good.
I'll be
honestly,
expert at everything.
you're
We're not
fine.
worried. We'll eventually get there.
So, we're
Don't
having
be
a
so hard on
fantastic time.
yourself. Me
But
wearing
this
out of
is
foot.
like, this is unacceptable. This is
You too hard on yourself, Nick.
Yes, listen to
Okay,
Dom,
Nick.
honestly,
Okay.
chap.
Would it be possible to ask a basic question I'm having trouble with?
I mean, we can turn this to a Q&A, and then I
It's
can
just a
re-download
15-second.
these.
Okay, Nick, I uploaded just this right now. I uploaded these two videos. I've seen some pop-up in your that deleting all the files, would deleting from the checkbox, Dropbox, and sometimes when I'm at work, when you delete something from your desktop, it's in your trash can. But sometimes when you delete
Yeah,
something
it's all right
from
here. I've got it all right
cloud,
here.
Okay.
okay, can you click the smallest one, like the second Amelie video, and try to restore it? What options do you have on the
I
right?
have no idea. I've never been. I have no idea what I'm doing. So what if I just
Try
exactly.
one now and.
Instead of dragging to desktop, can he drag that into the Dropbox? And as they download one by one, he can just do the videos?
The problem is that might then try and upload them, which might mess up his computer if he's dragging them into Dropbox. If he drags them into a folder on his screen on his computer, then you won't have an issue with it trying to go up and down from the internet, I think.
Yeah, don't upload it now to Dropbox because it's gonna take a long time.
I'm going to walk him through this. So you're so close, Nick. So I want you to slide this big screen just kind of down and out of the way slightly. Yep. And just click anywhere on your home screen. So yeah, top left, you go to like a file or finder. Which one is it got? New folder. Exactly. So we're making a new folder, but will appear somewhere on your screen. Maybe it's hiding. Yep, untitled folder. And can we drag to Sibion's? Yep.
Jen, unfortunately, a lot of files that we are restoring right now, they're not downloaded yet. You can see that it's 0 bytes there.
Okay, so now?
No, most of them are downloaded.
Okay, so from there, good thing this isn't alphabetical. Let's click from your computer, and if this doesn't work, I agree.
This will work. It just, I can't go to I have to back out and go to each,
Or you can just keep your screen like this, and people just understand that we're going to record your screen.
Yeah.
And we coach from
Can
here.
everyone see this okay?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Great. Emily's doing pull-ups with the matching shirt.
I
All right. Well then we'll just run with this because Coach Nick's a moron and doesn't know how to use technology.
Or for the first time, we're like, oh, he is human. Yay.
Oh, I'm human. That's never been a question.
Well, not in our eyes. Okay, this is amazing. All right, I'm
Thank
going to
you,
stop.
Jen.
Superman.
Yeah, I hope that helped. I'm still going to stay and listen. Love you guys.
All right. So now that we got that pretty much sorted, so with Amelie, we've been working on initiating with the back and then going into the arms. So we're doing these scapula retractions because that's initially how we start a pull-up or a row or anything. Just a row, it's back, a scapula with a pull-up, it's down. So a little less arms, Amelie, and more back because it's literally, you shouldn't be drawing in to the bicep yet. Because if you look here, when you start, this didn't retract. You contracted here. So start on the ground, and you're literally retracting with your scapula and then pulling into the arms. So do it without you can practice that without even being on the bar.
Okay.
And then you hop
With
up
my
to the
feet
bar,
on the
then you apply it to the bar, and then do a full pull up.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. All right, Andres. Good. So Andres is doing high pulls. This is good. This is explosive.
Okay.
Let's double check that triple extension. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Shoulders actually break behind hips because hips come forward. This is triple extension. Well
All right,
done.
cool. Thanks.
This is what it looks like before you clean the bar. Before the elbows transition under for people, we've talked about clean and press a lot. Look how close that bar is. Now, again, as I said, I'm not coaching either of these to an Olympic standard. I don't need you guys doing it at an Olympic standard because that is incredibly difficult. This is overall generally good. This is pretty much sound. I want you to implement the same cues that we've worked on your deadlift to get all of this in position.
Okay.
Is the main thing I want you to personally.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I know, practice more of my back.
Yeah,
being more straight.
that neutral position versus the flexion. Because
Okay.
when you hit hard and do get that explosion, this will only round more under stress. So we want to make sure all this is locked in. But I see you have a wider grip. This is good.
Yep.
And I mean that just looks you could do more weight because it's
Yeah. I'm just trying because getting the movement right.
Well, that's a great start.
Okay. Sweet. This is just a checkup for this one, the kettlebell swing.
Good. It's kettlebell swing, it's squat, then hinge. People typically tend to rely on the lower back, but you're doing very well here. You have a nice, call it 50-50 split between legs and hinge pattern.
Okay.
I would like to see you keep this in a little better position. Proud
The
chest,
back.
neutral spine, just like you would on a deadlift.
Okay, so still like 45-degree kind of at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
We have the same taste in music, Andy. Nice. I like
Yeah,
that
Nick,
upper rack, nice and steady. Boom. That was beautiful.
Thanks, Nick. I guess my main question is, I signed up for a powerlifting competition beginning of May, and I'm just curious. I know it's probably hard to see the angle, but am I at or below parallel there?
Yep.
Okay.
This top of the knee to hip crease, this is like at.
Yeah. Okay.
Any higher, you're possibly staring down the barrel at a red light.
Okay.
But I would give you a white light if I was your side judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with that being said, for anyone that's considering doing powerlifting, you need to start training in that sense. And I don't mean necessarily program wise. I mean, you need to start getting used to someone giving you commands.
Yeah.
And listening to them, because you'll get a no lift if you don't.
Yep.
The unrack, the squat or lift command, waiting for those sequences. So get used to slowing things down before you squat.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I've been adding
Like
pauses
benching,
in my.
you need to start pausing.
Yeah, I've been adding those for a few weeks now.
Good.
So, okay.
Well done.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
Nick, I have 2 submissions. This was the week of UK is this one, and then the next file is this week.
Okay. way less forward bar travel. Did this feel any different? Because this is like a light bulb moment.
Yes, it did. And I don't know if it's the chalk or not, but I was surprised. And so what I liked is that this week also, I felt like I was just as consistent. It's better.
Yeah, when you get tired, you start getting it a little bit, but you're nowhere near. Like, this is incredibly better.
So what's the theory with the chalk on the ground then? Because I didn't feel like I was really moving my feet that much, but
You have a visual reference.
okay, well, it made a
Sometimes
difference.
that's all it needs.
I know I can still get lower, but
The theory
I'm
what
happy
she's
with the
talking
consistent.
about is if you look at right behind her heels, she's got two like U shapes. I had her draw arcs around her toes so we could eliminate any deviation within her working sets that day of her feet being in different spots. Because what we're trying to do, she was having this problem. She'd come down and she'd be getting really far forward every single time. So what I noticed, her feet looked kind of different. It's very subtle. And what I wanted to was give her a visual target to set up every single time to eliminate another variable. And what that did, my little inkling was correct that it's one less thing she has to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So now she can focus on staying back, staying midfoot heavy, and driving into that bar. So when she comes down, she doesn't get this forward arc and she stays back in the squat into position. And it's literally a night and day difference. So that was last week. Let's see this week.
Yeah, bar path is definitely, and I had to wear my old outfit just for you.
No beard, though.
Boom. Even better.
Yeah.
It's even better.
I get a little forward on one and then I correct it. See, it's a bit forward, and then watch this one.
Driving into the bar. Yep. This is where that driving into the bar comes in handy when you tend to pitch forward, because it's going to happen. No matter how long you're doing this, no matter how perfect your squat is, you're going to have reps that get out of groove. It happens. It's part of it. We're not robots. Driving into that bar is what's going to save your ass.
Well, I feel it. So thank you, Nick.
Well done.
Thanks.
You should be proud of those.
I think I'm ready to start adding a tiny bit of weight and then stop the minute that I feel myself going forward. So I'll just go incrementally.
Good.
Nick, can I ask a question about a term you used just then? You said driving into the bar is going to stop you going forward.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
People tend to they brace with their upper body, but you got to realize squat, bench, deadlift, they're all full body movements. We need to recruit everything all the time. So think of it as like there's a monkey on your back and you're trying to get it off. So when you squeeze in with that back, your back should be squeezed when you brace. And you're coming down, and when you come out of the hole, you need to fire back into that bar the same time you start pressing down with your legs. Like, it's a physical input.
Thank you.
Yes. Good. Keeping your hips down. Elbows are staying in position. Really reaching back. Keep those hips down. You can bend your elbows slightly. Whatever elbow angle you choose, it just needs to stay at that angle so we're not getting any tricep help. Bending them a little bit more might give you a little bit more reach, and that's okay. But I want you to keep those hips down a little bit for me so we get that big stretch into the lat.
All right, coach. Thanks.
Yes. Those weren't bad. With that being said, those weren't bad. I don't want you to think they were terrible.
Thank you.
Good. Let's go back to that first rep. The first rep always tells us the most about setup. I like it. She's in position. Bar's close. Hips don't kick up and back. Leg drive goes right into the bar. I always tell people, I always coach this. I don't like touch and goes. because we're utilizing reactive tension at the bottom, whereas everyone's like the first pull feels the hardest. Yeah, you're coming from a dead stop. You've got to generate tension. And the reason why I don't like this is because a lot of you, when you work up and you try to test and you try to PR, where does that deadlift start? From the floor. A PR is a 1 rep max. You're not coming down off of the second rep into that first rep. So when it comes to touch and goes versus dead stops, dead stops are king. You're repeatedly generating power from a dead stop. I go up, I brace, I come down. So I'm coming down under tension. And then I let slack into the bar, I re-brace, I drive. That's how I do rep work. And that's how I've always coached rep work. If we're doing some conditioning and there's like a conditioning aspect of it, cardio aspect of it, and you have like an AMRAP in a minute or something, touch and goes fine. It's a different goal. We're building motor. We're not building deadlift technique. But when it comes to our strength work and our deadlift work, I will always urge people, you can do what you want, you're adults, but I will always urge people to do from a dead stop. With that being said, Aurora, your deadlifts look good. There's a lot really, really good here. I want to see what you look like from a dead stop on every single rep. Your first rep was really good. Meaning the hips didn't kick up. I think I can't tell. Are you double overhand or are you over under? Looks like she might be double overhand. These are good. I would like to see some of your heavier sets and see what comes to the surface. See what breaks down first. But well done. Again, fantastic. It's a very scenic workout area.
Thank you. I'm at my in-laws.
I like it. These are good. Got a little bit of butt wink at the bottom, but it's not the end of the world because it's not terrible. It's actually better on that rep. Butt wink is boom, when the hips go to anterior tilt, they curl under. If you look at the bottom of the rep, it's very subtle, but it's right there. He's actually getting better. The first couple reps are when it was the most pronounced. That's just a hip mobility issue. That's all that is. And the higher you your heels, the more threshold you have for butt wink. So with deeper in the set, why it's fading, is because you slightly shallow up, which is fine because you're so far below depth, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was the last of 3 sets, and I wasn't going as deep as
I want to see your squat on a heavy set.
It was the last ones were heavy for me. Like it was 3 times 10 reps. So you probably want to see.
Yeah, I want to see what your squats look like on a heavy like 3 to 5 because we're gonna see different things. So yeah, it was a high. It was a volume. This 10 reps, that's volume.
Okay.
And you can build strength. Here's the thing: people argue low reps build strength. They did studies on rep ranges from like 5 to 30. And people are like, what's the best amount of reps for strength? And the data showed between 5 and 30, there were literally all strength gains, especially in like the 6 to 15 mark. So like, again, it comes down to effort, right? So people mostly think like, or mainly when it comes to building muscle mass, building muscle, they were getting results in that window from 5 to 30. So when it comes to this, the strength side of things, when you have more total tonnage on your back versus across the set, so like when you do a heavy set of 5, we're going to see different things than when you do it. It got heavy at the end of set of 10, but that's fatigue versus like hitting close to failure, not because of fatigue, but just because it's fucking heavy. We're going to see your body do slightly different things potentially. And I want to see what your squat looks like under that kind of pressure.
Yes, sir. And it doesn't matter that my total volume for this, I can't 10 reps, 60 kilos is like 600, and 3 reps at 80 or 90 kilo will be like half of it, and that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. When you go up in weight, your reps are going to come down. It has to. Gravity's a motherfucker.
Okay.
So I would like to see, you know, if that 90 kilo is where you really start to struggle in that 5 rep range. I'm not asking you to deviate. I'm just saying we will get a little bit more data with where your technique breaks down when we get that heavier total on our back versus across the set.
Will do.
You move well. Sumo.
Just to pick it up.
Okay.
It was a stiff legged.
Why'd you pick it up sumo? I gotta know.
I don't know.
Sumo?
No.
Just
it was
for fun
easier for
sake?
me. No. It was fourth set of 10, and I picked it up before from my rack. I probably should do it.
Pick it up in your normal deadlift position when it comes to RDLs.
Okay.
So you're stacked and you're not shifting underweight. Because when the difference when you pick it up, normal deadlift, you come up to the top just like you did here. You get set, you brace, then you go down into RDL.
Okay.
Let's see how these look. Outstanding. These are beautiful.
Thank you.
You're stopping at the range of motion that your posterior chain allows before any flexion happens. You're pushing your butt back. Did you feel these? Like in the hamstrings? Good.
I feel it in the hamstrings, but
This is a true stiff leg RDL. His knees aren't locked. They're what I call soft. He's rigid. This is the difference between a stiff leg deadlift. You're seeing a true stiff leg deadlift here versus an RDL with some slight knee bend. So Bart, outstanding.
Thank you.
Keep
and
doing
actually
those.
My grip failed here. I could do another 2, but my grip was like hurting. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I will send you.
Were you double overhand?
One over, one.
Okay.
Down, so.
Your grip will catch up. Just keep doing it. If you need to do straps on like, say you do your first 2 sets without straps, do your 3rd set with straps so you can hit the target.
Okay, I will. I wasn't using any belt like you suggested.
Yeah, that's fine. Stronger without a belt, stronger with.
Thank you, coach.
Yes, sir. Ben, I think it's downloading yours.
Yes, it says 0 next to it, so I'm afraid I'm slowing proceedings a bit.
I'm afraid it won't download because it can't download from the empty cloud. But you can upload it, Ben, and you should see. If you can upload it
we can
again.
look at the next one.
I
can look at the next one in the meantime.
Dropbox anymore, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's actually down. I think to download the ones that aren't downloaded, you need to go back into Dropbox.
Ben, just send me your back squat personally.
I will do. Thank you, man.
Yes.
Ben, you can upload it to the link in the article. I uploaded my 2 videos.
I'll get it across to Nick. It's all right. This one I had some trouble. My sciatica's giving me a bit of a. You'll see the moment the sciatica kicked in.
Position looks
I was
good.
doing just fine. I was doing all right, and then it everything got upset.
I saw it and I saw why.
Yes.
Watch at the bottom here. It's very brief if I can get it to catch it. Let me just back up and let it play through. So right here, you're going to reach. Bit. Very subtle, out of position, compounded with
user error.
That's it. That's it. And guess what, Ben? This shit happens.
No, naturally.
Yeah,
But it was looking good up until that point.
Yeah, this shit happen. So all that is you back off and adjust. Doesn't mean quit the workout. It means start doing ranges of motion in modification that aren't a 10 out of 10 pain.
That's precisely what I did. My next sets, I just lowered the weight a little bit and I stopped trying to be, because in that time I thought to myself, just am I going deep enough? I'll try, but that's where it all started to go wrong.
Benoit, your goblet and your deadlifts are my fault, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all good. All good.
Chicken foot socks. Awesome.
Chicken leg socks. Outstanding. Yes. Boom. Triple extension, hitting the toes. Now he's got a rhythm. Good. Bracing. Your guys' high pulls are getting so good.
What? I stopped when I noticed that I wasn't able to lift near my neck.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
that was good.
Maybe I could have continued, but I thought they weren't complete reps.
You could have potentially squeaked out a little more, maybe, but I'll tell you what I'll do for the ones that didn't download, because it's not a lot, but it's a good bit. After I get off this Zoom call, I'll sit here and try to figure out how to re-download them, and then just record a second session, so it's all in there, and then we'll just get it all uploaded. So if you don't see yours in these when you go back to watch, there'll be another video. No man left behind, especially when it's my dumbass fault. Forward. Boop. Yep. Ass kick back. So what this means is, see how far past your knees are from your toes? That bar's away from you. And as soon as you pulled, what happened is you broke ground. Now you're in position, but you're also out of position. See how that bar swung towards you and came right up against your shins? That's how you need to start. But it pulled you out of position because you started out of position. Yeah, no more touch and goes because you weren't even touching. So you got most of the rep. You, sir, I'm not giving you the option, Bjorn. No touch and goes for you because we need to dial in your start position. So what we need to do is suck your knees back, let your hips come up slightly, push that belly button to the floor, bring that bar right up against your shins. And that should feel entirely different. There's Bjorn. He just joined. Bjorn, I'm going over your video right now. We're changing your start position. No more touch and goes.
Perfect. Hey, good morning. Sorry about that.
No worries. You had perfect timing. So right here, the bar's way out in front of you.
Okay.
Knees are going to suck back. Hips are going to kick up. Boom. That's your body trying to bring that bar close. So no more touch and goes. Everything from a dead stop from the floor. I want you to bring your hips up, suck your knees back, bring the bar up against your shins.
Bar against the shins. Got it.
Yes. Everything from a dead stop, rebrace, pull, down, rebrace, pull, down.
Okay, that's what you're talking about. So I want to put it down to the ground and then pick it back up.
All the way down. If the deadlift doesn't touch the ground on every rep, you didn't deadlift.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback on what I need to improve.
Yeah, it's not anything catastrophic. It's just getting your starting position down. And to do that, we need every rep to come off the floor from a dead stop. So we build that muscle memory and that good rep.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's 255 on the bar. I haven't deadlifted in over 20 years. So I've been doing the pump program for about 2 years and just.
Well, in about 3 weeks, you're going to forget you stopped deadlifting at all.
Right on. What are your thoughts on like the grip position, like double overhand? I saw Jen in a video also doing 255 and she's doing like the one hand
over under double overhand and okay. So we get this question a lot. I think I'm going to put a video out on Instagram. I'm going to note that. Holding the bar on a deadlift. You have 4 options. You have straps, you have double overhand, you have over under or mixed grip, and you have hook grip. Hook grip is by far the hardest and the most painful, but it works. When you see high level powerlifters and they're double overhand, they're not double overhanding, they're hook gripping. So they're taking their thumbs, wrapping them around the bar, and then locking their fingers under it, and it destroys this part of the thumb. You'll see them with tape on their thumbs. It beats the shit out of your thumb.
Okay.
Over under, in my opinion, universally is king. The bar tries to roll. When you're double overhand, it's going to spin in the same direction. Over under allows for a counter input.
Okay.
You will be able to lift astronomically more weight over under than you ever will double overhand because of the rotation of the bar.
Nick, do we need to switch hands if you get by or get one hand over
It's total
under?
preference. Complete preference. I'm left under, right over.
Do we need to alternate? No. Nope. Because I don't know if I read that, but it was about creating an imbalance in the back muscle.
Per who? I want to see you wrote that article.
Okay.
You're doing rows, right?
No, but
no. Like you have some sort of row variation in your training.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get a fucking imbalance.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You can switch if you want. But I wouldn't be doing it for the reason of worrying about an imbalance. Okay. I want to see your squats from the side. 1, I can tell you're high. Like I can see your hips above your knees. We need to get you down, but I don't dislike this foot width. Your hips are having no problem tracking between your heels. We just need to get you squatting down. So Blake, I would like to see your deadlift from the side. Or I'm sorry, squat from the side. Jesus. Deadlift. I think we might have done that right here, hopefully. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So look at this. We're getting toe heavy. Heels are peeling up. So you're squatting down and forward. You need to squat to your heels. You need to keep weight mid-foot right here over this Adidas logo and back. You don't want to get toes. Yes, you're gripping the floor with your toes, but you don't want to be toe heavy. So that's why depth's feeling hard, is because you're going so far forward. I mean, your knee line is like 4 inches past your toes. So you are out of any sort of leverage advantage over the weight. So if we look where the barbell is, it is past your center. Your center's here. This is where power lies. Right here in this little triangle. This is where our power lies. Our barbell is past that. That's why you can't hit depth. We need to get you back. We need to get you sitting down. Chloe, overall, these are really good. It's going to be a very subtle cue. Your first rep versus your second rep look different when you pulled in tension. You sat down deep, watch your hips, bip, come up, now you're in power. When that deadlift gets heavier, that's going to exaggerate. Your second rep, you were almost right there. Second and third rep were better than first. So we need to replicate that subtly higher hip position because your leg drive into the bar is immediate. But your hinge pattern in and of itself is lovely. Neutral chin. I mean, she's not looking up. She's got that chin tucked, neutral. She's got a tight back. Those lats are engaging. All it really is that rock back. Then her hips have to come up for the leg drive to hit into the bar. Otherwise, her deadlift, technique-wise, is 10 out of fucking 10. Beautiful deadlift. So we just need to elevate those hips just a little bit. Chloe, fantastic job. All right, Colin. Let's see if you got it this time. These are better. You're getting lower. I want your feet closer to the rack so you're sitting further back. You should be using the rack to hang on to allow you to sit back. So we end up more in, I have nothing to hang on to, but so we end up more in this position rather than this position. I want you exaggerating getting back. Basically just hanging on for dear life, arms almost all the way extended. So your weight holding you back is in your hands. We bring your feet in a few inches. For those of you that are unfamiliar, this is Colin. He has cerebral palsy. Training is going to look much different than most of you. But what isn't going to vary is ranges of motion. Ranges of motion are very important to adaptive athletes, especially with things like cerebral palsy, where contractions are frequent, constant, and often random. Basically, what we're doing now is trying to get him used to a longer range of motion. So he has cerebral palsy, and it does not have him, is the way I like to put it. When we did this at the Arnold in person, it went much smoother because I was able to move him and manipulate him. So you're going to see this is going to look a lot different than most squat forms. There will never be, their realm of technical proficiency is going to look entirely different in most cases. But I'm trying to figure out where his body is steadiest. My athlete that some of y'all may have seen, Miles, he is actually steadiest when his leverage works against him, meaning if he's holding a glass of water here, he's all over the place. Versus if he's out here where leverage is a disadvantage, when his muscle system is loaded, he stabilizes immensely. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot with these, which is why I'm slowly trying to work him out and get his butt way past into like a belt squat position almost and see how he moves there. So there's context with what's going on here. Colin, these are better. We need to get your feet closer, bit. We need to get your upper body back and your butt going way past your heels. Well, that won't work. I don't know what the hell. Oh, he sent me a different file. I don't know what that is. Darabos, sorry. Re-upload to the drive for me, and I will give these. You know what? I'm just gonna try and unfuck it myself since I did it. I'm not gonna put that back in people's lap. That's a dick move. So Dawn elevated due to the smaller plates. I like this. Well done. That is a good position. Keep that underhand straight. Do not bend that arm. When you get heavier, bicep tear risk gets higher. But your hinge pattern, I like it. Take another look here. See what stands out. I want to see you accelerate this. This is light enough. As soon as it breaks, I want to see the bar speeding up. And I want you slamming those hips into the bar. No soft hips. Slam them into the bar. Squeeze your glutes really, really hard. That's the main takeaway. Keeping that arm straight. Otherwise, your hinge pattern overall looks very good. All right, Dominique.
Hey.
Good. I like it so far. That's a squat. Outstanding. The position, you're tight. I want to see those big belly breaths happening before you squat. A lot of air happening. There it is. Boom. See that stomach expand. Squeeze.
Yeah, that was my question. So I need to inhale a lot before I go down, right?
Inhale and then squeeze, bear down. You're going to get head pressure. That's good.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
creating intra-abdominal pressure. That's what supports your back.
Okay.
We're cooking now. Lady.
Yeah.
You have now entered the full squat realm, and it is going to be all gas from here because we're going to start tweaking things. So with that being said, I'm going to watch your bar path. Some slight forward.
Yeah.
It drifts. We get a drift. It's going to come down this direction of my cursor. See? So what I want you to do is I want you to drive. Remember that cue, driving into the bar? When you come up out of that hole, I want you to physically squeeze from top down. We're squeezing with our back. We're driving up into the bar. As we come up out of the hole, we're going to drive into that bar with our back. The same time we're putting pressure into the floor with our feet to come up.
I was wondering because I see a lot of talks about flat shoes, so I was wearing really flat shoes for squats. But the thing is that I have an neuroma in my right foot, so I'm supposed to wear at all time orthopedic soles, but it really hurts because it puts a lot of pressure on the feet when I have heavy stuff on my back.
With a flat sole.
Yeah, but it's like my feet is less balanced because of my foot problem. So I'm like, what's the best? Should I?
You can try a lifter, which has the heel elevation. So heel elevation brings our heel up, creates a better angle for anterior tilt, which is our hips going this way.
Okay.
So it opens up the hips, and you might feel a difference with the ease of hitting depth. But for you, that's not an issue. You're hitting depth, no problem. For you, it's a foot thing. So you could try one of two things. You could try putting a little 5 or like a 2 kilo plate underneath your heels.
Yeah.
Something of that sort. Or you could invest in some lifters and see how those feel. I squat in lifters. I like it how it feels in my hips. So.
And the depth is okay, or should I go lower?
The depth is fine. The depth is there, no issue.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
This is like a hack squat leg press type deal. These are pretty straightforward. I'd like to see a little bit more range of motion. I think we can squeeze a little bit more out of there. When you've gone too far is when your butt starts to lift and your back goes into flexion. But
I'm the Machine Foundation, and they just changed the only leg press machine to have that angle on it.
I don't know what microphone you're using, but it was really hard. It sounds like it's in your mouth.
Don't know.
That was better.
Okay. I said I just started the machine foundation, and the gym just changed that to be the only leg press machine that has the incline.
That's okay.
So I just wasn't sure how my knee position, if it was correct.
I'd like to see you get a little bit lower.
Okay.
That's all. But if your butt starts to curl up off the seat, you've gone too far. You've hit the end of your range of motion.
Got it.
And you can play around with width, where you put your feet up on the platform. The further you come down, the more quad dominant it's going to be. The further you come up and the wider you get, the more adductor, glute, and hamstring dominant it's going to be. So I like people to start kind of in the middle, but so you can get that full range of a bigger range of motion out of it, you might have to play with your width a little bit, pointing those toes out and seeing how that feels. Experiment.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well done.
Thanks. I think there's a second one. This is also totally different machine than it used to be.
Incline chest press. I mean, the beauty about these is you can't really mess up.
Okay.
You're doing a great job of keeping a proud chest, the slight arch in your back. You've got great natural benching form.
I mean, at home I do that with a barbell, but I'm trying to do the machine foundation, and I'm somewhere else half the time.
You're doing great here.
Okay.
Keep ticking along.
Okay, thanks. I had one more quick question. When I'm logging my one of the exercises is just a body weight calf raise where holding additional weight is extra.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm holding an extra 20 pounds, do I log 20 or 150 plus 20 and log 170? Am I logging my body weight plus what I'm holding?
I when it comes to me personally, I always log whatever weight I'm adding on. I never log my body weight for anything.
Perfect. I just wasn't sure what the app was looking for as far as getting your total moved that workout.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's the weight we're tracking, right? We're not tracking our body weight. We're tracking additional weight added. So the body weight's the constant, the additional weight's the variable.
Perfect. We'll do it that way. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Jeanette, these are pretty good. The only thing that stands out is initially when we pull, our butt's kicking out. So right bit.
Yeah.
So bring your butt up to that height. Bring your butt up to the part where it's trying to rise.
Okay.
Because that's where your leg drive's starting. So ideally, let's see if I can, it's harder to do it in this little window thing. Just got to inch it along. Right there. That's your start position.
Okay.
So you see how, watch when I go back, your butt will drop. Boop. Too low.
Yeah.
Just right. There's your little Goldilocks zone.
Okay.
So that's where we want to start because that's where your leg drive actually comes into play. Otherwise, if you start too low, you're going to come forward even further and you're going to be way out of position. Luckily, you've got a strong midsection, so it didn't affect your brace. It's a very subtle cue. It's going to be tedious.
Yeah.
It's not a big thing. You're like, oh yeah, I can feel that happening. This is going to be very subtle, and it's going to take.
Yeah.
Which means overall your deadlift looks good because we're cherry picking.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Brilliant. Accelerate. So you've got soft hips. So side judge. So the reason why I'm being so strict on him is he is actually prepping for a powerlifting meet. So I've got to put the hammer down on him. These soft hips might get you a red light. See how they're behind your shoulders at lockout? Your hips are here, your shoulders are here. You need to get those shoulders back and those hips through. You need to command the down command. Otherwise, you're going to get a red light from a line judge on the side, potentially. If I was judging a deadlift from the side, I'd give you a red light here because that's not a full lockout. So this is the importance of accelerating the bar so you can get those shoulders back stacked on your lats and those hips all the way through. Why is this so shitty? There we go. Good. I like this pace. Good. Give me a half second long. There you go. That was a better pause. Because remember, you're gonna have to wait for that press command. Squeeze that butt. Your bench overall technique actually looks pretty good. So mainly, we need to start adding a slightly longer pause to simulate that pause you're going to get in contest, and then build from there. A little bit more leg drive up the bench, not up in the air. Overall, I don't really want to change how you're pressing. It looks pretty good because we don't have too much time. We're like a month out, so this is really where we need to polish, keeping that good bar path, getting some other things into the movement, like the leg drive. But overall, you have a very sound bench. Nice job. Ian, we do not have the same taste in music.
I was working out with Kelly in the garage, so
I'd blame it on my wife too if I had. Good. I would like to see you not have this little rocking motion in the hole. I get you're just trying to get your bracing in position.
Okay.
I don't want to see you come out of position. That's the thing.
Right. Okay. So I was
if you
deliberately
time that
trying
wrong
to.
on a heavy squat, it's going to pick you forward.
I was deliberately trying to come out of it, so I had to rebrace from the bottom to try and initiate the lift again. But is that wrong?
Yeah, but you can get your brace here.
Okay.
You don't need to, honestly, bending over and folding over more and kicking your butt up, folding over more, because that's what you were doing, essentially. It's harder to get more air. Your torso is much more upright in this position. You can get a better belly fill of air. So come down, stay put. Keep the lightest amount of tension still right before you input so you don't lose position.
All right.
More towards your belly button, Jan. Keep that chest proud. Row more towards this top of your hip line, belly button area. That's really the only thing. Remember, slow down that setup, Jeanette. So that'll prevent that bar from rolling away from you because you went down to grip and rip it and pushed it away with your shins, it looked like. And drive those knees out towards your arms. The second rep was much better. These are strong pulls. Those are overall pretty good. There you go. Now you've got the right motion. This is like a strict high pull. It's just without the explosiveness. Or an upright row, if you will. That's also a name for it.
Thanks. I took a few days off too, so.
Yeah, those look great.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Jimmy, these are good. These are hard to fuck up, but these are good. The seated strict press, you just press it over your head. The main thing where people do mess up is when they get down on the bottom, they sometimes kick back. You want to keep your elbows under our wrists, which is what it looks like he's doing here. He's got good shoulder mobility, so you can get a nice big range of motion. So I like these, Jimmy. Keep ticking along here.
Thanks, Nick.
Nick, can
Yes,
I
sir.
ask a quick question on those? So I tried to do those yesterday for the first time. So you're not trying to put your head through the window like you would if you were standing. You just
Yeah,
keep it
because you have the
straight up.
bench there, so
Okay.
your position's kind of fixed.
Yeah, I couldn't work out because I was trying to sit forward a bit, but then yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the only overhead variation. That's a valid question. Because your position's fixed with the bench. That's
Okay.
it. Great pick. Jimmy, you fucking nailed these, bro.
Awesome. Thank you.
Beautiful. This is a very strict row, with a high angle. These are hard. They're very core and posterior chain taxing, but they're a great variation. And he did them beautifully.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Accelerate that bar, John. Your position's phenomenal. I want to see that rep speed up as it clears your knees. Squeeze your butt, slam your hips to the bar.
Yeah, I think I need to get a cup.
John packing heat, huh?
No, I just have a odd body shape, and yeah.
It's not that odd, John. I had exactly the same thing trying to do what Nick told me and accelerating the bar.
Yeah.
It happens. It'll bite you every once in a while. Here's what I do. I wear compressions. So for all the ladies in here, you guys don't have this problem. So total transparency. I wear compressions, then I wear like a tight brief over them that are like basically a knee sleeve for your hips. So you have that compression. What I do is I take my stuff and everything and flip it all up out of the way.
Interesting. I didn't know if that or you go with the Buffalo Bob approach and tuck it out of the way.
No, absolutely not, dude. You might smash something like that's high risk maneuver.
Okay.
I bring it all up, so when I do slam in, it clears. Everything's kind of above the bar. Now this is all very much depending on arm to torso ratio as well. I've got long arms. My wingspan's like 6 foot, 6'1". I'm 5'9". So I've got those ape proportions.
I've got a long torso and short femurs, and it's just a bad position.
Yeah, try wearing like some spandex compressions underneath. Try flipping everything up and see if that clears.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of got to figure out a solution. I mean, you can wear a cup. Like that's not. If it works, it's a good idea. No matter how the the execution goes.
Okay. And I need to get these hex plates just fuck me
Yeah,
every
they
time.
suck. Every time you come down, you got to readjust. Not bad. Soft lockout, get all the way through. We want that bar close, so we need to bring you back slightly. Push that belly button to the floor in the bottom. You're pretty much there. We just need to keep that brace. John, I dropped the belt. I don't think it's doing anything because you're not braced. So I would drop that belt for now and learn how to brace and get that lumbar in position, pushing that belly button to the floor, turning your tailbone to the sky. The cat-cow seems to be a good method for people. But we need to get you bracing for that belt to really do its job. For those of you that don't understand what a belt's for, it reinforces the brace. There is a masterclass video on it in the app as well that goes into depth. Bring that chin up, John. Your chest is following your eyes here. Your depth is getting much, much, much better. But this is creating flexion. We want that chin up, and we want that chest to follow those eyes. Our body follows our eyes, whether we realize it or not in a lot of cases, especially under stress like this. So if our eyes are down, other stuff's going to come down, which is why when you're coming down, you're kind of curling around the bar when you start to struggle. Bring that chin up, lock on something out in front of you, keep driving up on the bar. But this is good. You have other problems now besides depth. Before it was just getting you down there. Now we're kind of really getting into the weeds here for this. So this is good. You can't really see because the plates are in the way. I mean, it looks good. I just can't see what's going on with stuff because the perfect angle for the plates to kind of cover everything. But you are rowing to the belly button. It looks overall generally what we need it to be. Good. We're flirting with depth. We're like right there. So we could probably get slightly more out of it. I think if we got your feet slightly wider. Take off those running shoes. We don't want sponges when we squat. Just added instability. I would take a 1/4 inch out on each side. Let's start there for width. Point our toes out. Looks like they slightly are already. I think that'll make depth come a lot easier. But that look good overall. We just need to push it a little bit deeper and see what happens. That was good. Again, the shoes all the way down, dead stop every time. You've got good positioning. This is an example of someone who does all right with a low hip position. When that gets heavier, I'm curious to see if he's able to maintain that position. But this is why there's no cookie cutter to this. I like it. Shoulders over the bar. It's working for you where we're at. All the way down, rebrace, deadlift. Beautiful bench form. Look at that. There's definitely leg drive here. And he implemented the plates to give him a more comfortable position. Slight arch, driving towards his face. Well done. Good job. The only thing to make this easier, your body will make more sense of it. When you're doing bent over rows, I strongly encourage to treat it like a RDL. What I mean by
Okay.
that is deadlift it, stand all the way up. Get your air again, then come down into the row position.
Okay.
It'll just do it. It'll make more sense. You'll go, oh,
Okay.
That's the only way I know how to explain that. When you do it, you'll go, ah.
Okay. I
Because
will do
I could
then.
see the unsureness you had coming up into position because we're coming up and we're stacking our body and then we're drawing tension from a biomechanically supported position. So we're receiving the load gradually down into position and you're gonna like it better, I guarantee it.
Okay.
It won't feel as weird.
Okay.
I could see you like kind of looking around here like, is this where I want to be? Yep, fine, fuck it, go. Versus coming down, everything will just feel better.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind next time. I
I'm
think
so
I've got
glad
one
you're
more.
using a barbell now.
Me too. I'm trying to use it for everything now. I'm like, oh, do I have to do dumbbell anything anymore? All right,
Assistance is part of it.
this is a PR. So I finally broke into the 20s and I'm so freaking excited about it.
Yeah. This is good. You're doing well.
I didn't know if I was too unstable. I was
I
like,
mean, I can
oh,
definitely see your core trying to stabilize, but this is good. You're bracing. I like it. Let the struggle happen. Well done.
yeah, it got ugly after that. The next one didn't make it up.
It's fine. Those are some if you're gonna miss. It's part of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss.
All right. Thank you so
Well
much. I
done.
appreciate you.
All right, just do some weight on the bar. So, yeah. She's got a phenomenal front squat. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, her range of motion, 10 out of 10. I mean, she doesn't even have any butt wink in the bottom. That's what's crazy. Like, hips stay in position. Everything stays rock solid in the torso. Her chest isn't really dropping. It drops slightly coming out of the hole, but that cue for that is drive up into that bar, Lindsay. Your front squat looks fantastic. You need to get you a rack so you don't have to clean the weight first. You move incredibly well. This is exciting. So I'm curious to see how this progresses. This is a great movement for you. Lisa, piece, it didn't upload and it's my fault. I'm sorry. I don't know if you were here for that entire debacle. But it is my fault. Lisa Sinclair, I think this is her first week doing it, but one of them did, so we can at least get one of them. Sorry to both you ladies that your
Do
coach
I
is
need
not.
to this is Lisa Peace. Do you want me to re-upload the video
Good, yeah.
to
I'm
do
gonna
another
try and
time?
figure out how to get those re-downloaded. But for those of you that are here and hearing this, feel free to re-upload as like a fail-safe because I will make a separate video of the videos that didn't get got. This is a great movement pattern. Very textbook, seated overhead press, dumbbells, great control on the way down, accelerating on the way up. Lisa, I don't know why you waited this long to submit something. This is
No,
fantastic.
that's
There she is. Well done.
thank you.
You killed those. Those were honestly, I think you've got more weight in the tank. Don't be as conservative. Let yourself move some weight.
Thank you.
Lucas. He was at the UK meetup.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. One thing to be mindful of, Lucas, is when you start your pull, you see your hips trying to cheat under with more struggle. What that's gonna turn into is flexion. Our lumbar is gonna try and get through too early. So I want you to get used to holding that tension and holding that position in your glutes and really not think about standing up. I want you to focus on pushing the ground away. Push the ground away from you. And then as that happens, your hips will come through naturally and you squeeze your butt.
Yeah, because I tend to bend my lower back typically during the deadlift, and then
That's what I'm trying to get you to get away from. Yes. Hank, zoom me out. Sorry, my dog was doing something. Boos, come here. Lots. Thank you. If there's any Germans in here, you might recognize some of that. Matthew. Well done. A great vertical position. This looks like it's coming very naturally to you. So this is good. I'd be curious if we went a half inch, if that, wider with the feet and got those knees slightly turned out with the toes pointing out. I think you might have a little more stability in the hole. I noticed some subtle instability in the hole. Let's just try that little tweak, and if we don't like it, we can come back to this. That's okay. One rep at a time. I love it. Bring your butt up slightly. Just slightly. Because it's going to kick up. Yep, right when you pull. If you start in that position, that will eliminate any sort of that forward, like that you just did it.
Got it.
That one rep, you absolutely nailed with position. And it's hard. It's hard when it's like I was just telling someone earlier, it's hard when the adjustment is that little quarter inch. Because a big movement, we have much more of a physical sensation to input. Whereas that little movement, it's a little bit harder to feel. And keep those arms straight for me. I don't want to see you pop a bicep.
Yeah.
But you're doing great, man. You're built to deadlift. Look at that arm length, short femur. You are built to deadlift, man. We can absolutely turn you into a deadlifting animal.
I'm aiming for 350 this year.
Let's go.
350 reps, 400 PR.
I like that. These are going to help get you there too. Front squats. There's a big carryover to deadlift. Yes.
You'll notice I'm
Strap
using
method,
straps.
I like it. It's getting shallower, but we're getting tired, so it happens.
Yeah, this is my last set.
Those were good. The only thing with that front rack position, while you're holding it tight, I want you to rip out with your elbows.
Okay.
What that'll do is that'll help bring that upper back together some, so we're not here, and we can really fight into that bar. When we come out of the hole, we're in a better, visually it's subtle, but the input wise, it makes a difference.
One of the things I don't know if you noticed, I'm having to use straps on that.
Yeah, I said the strap method. That's
I have
totally fine.
arthritis. I have an occasional flare-up of arthritis in one hand, and I just cannot handle the flex.
So this is my number 2 when it comes to front rack position. So it's that typical, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, whatever you want. Yeah. And then it's the strap method because it allows us to get dictation on the bar, whereas this doesn't. Yeah. So I actually even said, like, this is when my wrists are getting beat up, like that world record prep I just did. I had so much front rack. I just sleep with braces on my wrists from the pins and needles, and then probably developed from carpal tunnel because it was so much front rack position, because it was front squats, overhead press, front squats, overhead press. It was like I was squatting and overhead pressing like 3 times a week.
Yikes.
So on the days where I had overhead press and then front squat afterwards, I was using the strap method as well, because my wrists were getting absolutely beat up because of just the overall load and abuse from them. So that is a completely valid method.
Okay, thanks.
This looks good. To the belly button. Much better.
Nick, I'm sorry, may I ask a question quickly?
Sure.
If you could see, it looks like my left shoulder, like, I know I asked it in the comments, but still, my left shoulder goes like lower than the right one. And in general, when I look at myself, probably it's because it's weaker. And I was thinking
maybe,
about,
or you're more mobile.
I don't know.
Are you right hand dominant?
Yes.
You're probably more mobile on your left side. You're going to carry more tension usually on the side you're dominant on. Like my left leg has more mobility than my right leg for whatever reason. And the right side is the left side is the one that has all the pinched nerves, so it should be less mobile. My right shoulder is actually more mobile simply because it's my circus dumbbell arm, because of the rack position than my left, but that's a different reason. Typically, dominant side carries a little bit more tension because we do more shit with it.
I see.
So it could just be as simple as that. Other than that, I don't think it's your shoulder. I think it is if we look at our chest, this whole side is lower than this whole side.
Mm-hmm.
Which would imply there's an actual twist in the torso, which this is where we're going to connect the dots. Look at this hip versus this hip. Which one's higher?
Yeah, I can see that too.
This one's higher. So it's actually stemming from your hips.
Okay, I'll pay there more attention. Thank you.
Yeah, and guess what? Hip pelvis torsion twist is not uncommon. I have it. My right side twists forward. So you're just the opposite of me. So what you need to do is there's an exercise. You lay on your side. You know what? I'll do it. I'll climb on the floor here. So there's an exercise where you lay on your side. Imagine I have a foam roller between my legs going this way. I'm going to put my arms out in front of me, so I'm reaching over with my shoulder, and I'm going to drive that top leg forward past the bottom leg. So what it looks like is this. And I'm driving it with my hips.
That's interesting. Never done it before.
Yeah, this is how we help with that pelvis torsion. And then the other thing is we put a foam roller between our legs, we come up to a wall, and we do the same thing. We lift that one side off the floor, and then we do the other side. And because my right side is twisted forward, I can go way further on my right than I can with my left. I feel way more tension. It's harder. You're going to notice a difference in difficulty from side to side, 100%.
Thank you, Nick.
But it's going to be something you need to do every single day.
Oh.
Yes. This is how this stuff works, man. The body's a temperamental thing. Also, 90-90 flows. Look up. You can find a million videos on that on YouTube.
Got it.
That's going to open up the hips.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yes, sir. The body's just a puzzle. Like, it's almost never, you can never look, it's like an electrical circuit. You can never look at, oh, the shoulders are out of line. Let's kind of go down the body and see what we see. There's almost always a culprit. Like, I was having a tight quad. Turned out it was my right glute. It was pulling on my psoas, creating tension in my quad. So it wasn't even on the same side of the body.
Yeah, I was really surprised we ended up with hips.
Well, a lot of this hinges on our hips. All right, Nana. Outstanding. Fire, no soft lockout. I want those shoulders over the hips. Your hinge pattern looks fucking awesome. But we're not finishing the rep. All the way through.
Okay, so you mean at the end I have to
At the end,
go a
you're
little
finishing
bit
here.
right.
You need to finish here.
Okay. When I saw the recording, I think I saw the odd path pattern. So it was not going just straight forward, but at the end it did somewhat of a loop. What do you think about that?
Like the last rep?
Well, every rep. I'm consistent with this.
So
I think
sorry, I don't think I understood you correctly. What's the problem?
The problem is, I think that the bar path should go straight up.
It is.
But it okay, good.
Yeah, it is. So look at that. Yeah, it comes back slightly, but your shoulders have to come back.
Okay. Okay.
So, but from here to here, it's straight.
Okay.
But if we think about this is our shoulders, this is the bar, as it comes up and our hips come back, yes, there's going to be some subtle deviation back, but that's an advantageous direction because it's coming to us. It's not going away from us at that point in the lift.
Good.
I see what you're saying. It's very subtle. Good eye and good question. But don't worry about it. Bring your hips to the bar with a vengeance.
Okay.
Try and break the bar in half.
Right.
We want big Nana energy on the lockout.
I will do it, Nick. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Use more weight. That's way too easy. It's perfect because it's way too fucking light.
Okay.
You should be using like 30, 40 pounds easy at a minimum. This is just way too Was this your working set?
Was doing it just to check and see my general form was all right, but I can do it again with a
Yeah,
heavier.
yeah. I need to see like your form and your working set because
Yeah.
your form might be perfect with a 20, but as soon as we actually add working set weight,
Yeah. Okay.
there might be problems that you're not going to have with a 20. So this
Okay.
looks great. This looks sound. I have no issue with any of this.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if it's something you want me to look at, let me see working
Okay.
sets for sure.
Okay. Okay, we'll do.
Yep. Drive more towards your face. It's going to be subtle.
Okay.
Get those knees out. Knees
Okay.
out, squeeze your butt.
Okay.
Overall, nothing catastrophic going on here. This is good. We just need to get you a couple things in the right position. That's all.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Well
Thanks,
done.
Nick.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. See how they're looking this week. Beautiful. Nita, you're crushing the RDL stiff leg deadlift stuff.
Thank you.
It's like second nature for you now.
It's getting where it feels better. I wish I had more weight, but I don't have any available right now.
I wish you had more weight too because you're strong in that hinge pattern.
Yeah, well, when some things change, I'm gonna see about going to a gym that's about 20 miles away. I'm hyped for it. The guys have got me interested.
Good. Good. You're gonna get leaps and bounds when you have a strong posterior chain. Like, I mean, there is no movement here, even on the down. No, you've got a strong back, Miss Nita.
Well, I've kind of needed it over the years.
So when you go to the gym and you start having access to more weight, your training is going to skyrocket.
Well, for right now, you can tell I've got the wrist weights on most
Yep.
of them, but I'm just trying to add reps because that's the only thing I figure I can do right now to progress.
Add reps, or add tempo and pauses. Slow
Yeah.
down the reps.
Yeah, okay. Now this one, you told me to go more over my eyes, and I had a kind of a funny, humorous incident where the first time I tried it, I about lost a weight over my head.
No, this is perfect. You see how you come down? Oh,
See there,
there
right
it is.
there.
You
My
actually
left
you
shoulder's
actually
weak.
nailed it at the start.
Okay.
Um,
My left shoulder's weak, but it's finally where it doesn't have pain, so I feel like I can do something now.
you see how you're coming down to this like bra line, and then you come
Yes.
back up. With dumbbells, it's a little more subtle than a barbell because of the individual nature. But if you do look at this. You have a towards your face bar path.
Okay.
So it's boom, boom. You nailed it.
Okay. Now I still don't really feel like I used my pecs though.
Keep that chest proud.
Okay. So just kind of
Squeeze
try
your
to,
back the whole time and keep your chest pushed out.
okay. Because I never feel it in the pecs. It's always in my shoulders.
That could also just be the nature of what's stronger. Your shoulders are trying to do the work. And typically you will feel it more in your shoulders if you don't get that back stacked. Because what's
Okay.
happening is when you're pressing, the shoulders are doing this versus when we stack that back, it immobilizes the shoulder and puts it on our lat and actually creates way less stress on our shoulder. And it's going to force the chest to do what it's supposed to do.
Okay. Well,
Think
maybe that's
about-
why I'm not having the pain.
Think about putting your shoulder blades down into your back pocket. So it's going to be like back and down.
Okay. So it's the same as whenever I shoot my bow. Okay.
Bingo. That's perfect. You have something you can correlate that cue and that feeling.
Yeah, I'm an
Beautiful.
archer.
Well, you know what? It all makes sense why your posterior chain is so stable. You're doing hundreds of rows and bracing and creating stability. Now it all makes sense why I'm like, why is this lady so naturally stable? There's always a reason when someone has a natural take to a movement, a pattern, a stability, or whatever. The fact that you're an archer just made it all make sense.
Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you so much.
You're a shooter too. I shoot, just not archery. My thing's
Oh, yeah? What do you shoot?
I shoot competitively in 2-gun, so it's rifle pistol. Sometimes
Gotcha.
you gotta switch, you gotta climb over stuff, dude. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I shoot tactical and practical leagues.
Well, I actually bow hunt.
Oh, hell yeah. I've got 3 herds of deer on my property here. You can come get
Oh,
them.
that's nice. We've got property and I do food plots and for them and the turkeys and trying
Oh,
to get rid
you're
of predators
into it.
and
Yeah. Y'all
So-
watch out for Miss Nita.
well, it's like yeah, I sometimes shoot little tournaments at the range and I come in about the middle of the guys.
Where are you at in the States?
We're south of Kansas City.
Okay. Oh yeah, that Midwest, y'all like your hunting too.
You betcha.
There's big deer out there.
There can be. I haven't seen any. I'm just learning, but yep, there can be.
Good for you. This is what I've noticed with shooting competitively in strongman is like they even though there is the physical aspect, it's very intense neural work because of the mind-body connection, the fine motor skills required to do things like archery, shooting firearms, especially a lot of the long range guys that shoot 1,000 yards plus. It creates a very, I've noticed it carry over not only into my strongman, but my coaching as well, my patience, because the cue might take longer, whereas my nervous system is being used for arousal, and the fine motor skills, the application of the fine motor skills are still the same. It's just we're operating for 2 different results. I don't need brute force in shooting, but it's helping me create that meditative state and focusing on one singular thing, much like archery or any other hobby. Some people get it with drawing, artwork. It's all the same thing. And they scratch each other's back. So you're seeing in real time, the reason why I'm spending so much time on this, you're seeing one hobby carry over to Nita's other hobby and it helping. She's stable because she has hundreds and hundreds of reps of generating stability in a fine-tuned manner.
Well, and actually, last year I didn't get to shoot as much. My father-in-law has been ill and lots of doctor's appointments and everything, and it just didn't get to shoot to practice. And so I hadn't shot in probably 3 or 4 months, and I went back into the indoor range and I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. And amazingly, I hadn't lost anything. And in fact, I was able to turn the bow up 4 pounds. And that's because of this.
They're scratching each other's back. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Nita.
Thank you.
So this is just an overhead lat pull down. This is I've only actually seen people do it this way a handful of times. Mainly because I train alone in a barn. We don't have cable rigs. But this is a totally valid setup. And I see my man here, he's in a boot. So that would explain why he is doing seated. Great variation, great modification for what he needs to do with what he has at hand. For those of you that have an injury, this is a perfect moment of the I can't. This dude's in a boot. He figured out a way to get his workout done. He made some changes, made a modification, and just kept the steam rolling. I love this. Well done. Great control. Big reach, big stretch. Good. These are good single arm. Making it work, baby. Good job. Yeah, this is. I love seeing people work through something like that. I broke a foot once. I had to train in a boot. It's not fun, but it's definitely possible. Ryan, these are great. Set one, set two.
Yeah, so when I was doing these, I felt like my knees were kind of buckling a little on set one.
Buckling how?
Like coming in.
It's very minor.
So yeah, I tried to focus on that when I did number two.
I mean, you see a difference for sure. You see it start to happen, then you fight it back out. I mean, I'm more stoked about that. It's something you actively noticed and made an on the spot correction. That's what makes me happy as a coach. Like, cool. Like he's with it. He's got it. He knows what to look for. And just send it to me for some confirmation. That's all. Well done.
Yeah, I'm
man.
a dumbass. I need an expert to tell me.
Were you not here when I started the Zoom? If anyone's taking the dumbass cake today, it's me.
No. You do that again, I want you to drop and give me 20. Enough of this bullshit.
You don't want me trying to do this and after push-ups. So you want the blood in my brain, not every. You're lucky if I count the 20.
You weren't a Marine. You can handle 20.
Fair play. Out front. Yep. Did you see that subtle little swing back towards her body? Bars out front.
I was really focusing, Nick, on trying to do the brace that you were telling me the other day, and I think forgot everything else.
It'd be like that sometimes. Think of the brace as the last thing in the checklist. That's the last thing that happens before we move the weight. So take your time on your setup, getting your feet set. So think about you want your middle finger coming up the side of your leg.
Yeah.
Like knee, like side of the kneecap, if you will. You're out front. You're basically trying to deadlift it like it's a conventional deadlift is what you're doing. You're giving it the advantage of being out front, whereas the advantageous part of this bar is that you can stand in your center. So I mean, you recognize it. You know the bar needs to come back. I'm not going to sit here and feed you with a fire hose because you explained your process. We know why it happened. It's just a matter of figuring out that checklist for you so you don't. And like, believe me, as someone who learned a new technique with split jerking and for a world record in 5 weeks, which is dumb. I understand getting a cue. I get my front foot to move, and then I'd forget something else. Like it was just that's a normal part of this process.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not looking at it like, oh no, like yeah, that fucking happens.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good. You'll fix it. You just need time. Good. Stood all the way up. I think you could come over a little bit more,
Okay.
but you've got the right idea because what it'll do is it'll give you a longer range of motion for the row. And it'll load this part of the lat and back a little bit more. So literally just push your butt back a little further, come down a little bit further, and it doesn't have to be much. You can work down if you want. But you've got your brace, everything looked, your back wasn't rounding, everything looked good. Just try and get a little bit more over and get a little bit more a longer of a row, and I think you'll feel a difference for sure.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. like this. Like that's slightly more angle than you had, but look how much more arm clearance he has.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
He's kind of he needs to go way heavier. Being that he can hold them in an angle. When they're heavy, gravity will bring you down straight. So Stefan, we want our row pattern to be straight, which means you might have to kick your butt back and suck your knees back a little bit, but we want that straight row pattern. So we're not reaching up and loading our delts. We want this to be a back exercise. But I'm glad this was right after yours, because it showed us a subtle different angle on where to be. Good job. Good squeeze. Good tempo. Beautiful. Sorry, Tomas. Other ones, again, my fault. I'm the village idiot today. Probably won't be the last time either. Squat looks fantastic. Torin, your squat is gorgeous. Watch that one more time. I like this. It looks like you're holding the bar in your fingertips. I want you gripping that bar because when we struggle, we want upward input into the bar. When we drive into the bar, that's the only thing. I want positive connection. Good. We're getting a little bit heel light on the way down. We're rising all the way up to that midfoot. Keep that in mind. Even though your technique didn't change, when it gets heavy, it's going to amplify. So your overall movement pattern looks great, but we need to keep that midfoot loaded. So keep that in mind when you're descending. Oh, deadlift, nope. So we're getting heavier. Whoops. Same thing. That little bit of heel peel. I think that's a new thing. Maybe a phrase. When those heels peel up like that, we're getting front heavy. Bip, look at that. All this should be glued to the floor. Do we have another top set? I'm curious. Better. But when you came up out of the hole, you squatted into your midfoot. Look at this. Boop. You come back. There you go. You found your bar path on the way up. We just need to find it on the way down. Stiff leg. Do we have any like computer gurus in here that know if I can go down and re-download these some way, shape, or form, or am I screwed?
I don't know much about Dropbox. I mean,
well, God damn it, Andres.
Oh, thank you for your help, Andres. Dude, maybe there's an option in Dropbox to re-download them again.
Yeah, it depends if you deleted them from Dropbox, but if you just copied them and then deleted them from your computer, you're fine.
I think I'm screwed because I didn't see him in the Dropbox.
Well, I noticed that some of them, when you first opened up and showed us the Dropbox, still had 0 bytes in the files, even before
Yeah,
you did the download. So I'm
yeah,
not sure that it's
I
your
think when
fault.
I deleted it off my computer and canceled the download, I somehow
Yeah, but
managed.
even before that, I saw that.
Yeah, they were 0 bytes even before
So
that.
I don't think you did that.
Yes, they
Oh.
were 0 just at the beginning when you first
Mhm.
tried to open the Emily file, for instance. There were
All right.
so
So
many zeros there.
what I'm gonna do is then I'm just gonna sit down and make a list of and have Catch put out the list of people and their form check videos that we're not able to. So then hopefully they see it and they resubmit, and then I'll just make a second video this weekend, Monday sometime, because I don't want to miss because of this error. I was figuring this out. This was a new I literally learned how to start a Zoom meeting like end of 2025. I'm that far behind the curve. So I'm aware of that weakness, and I'm trying to. I think I'm gonna reach out to Catch told me to connect with Jen, uh, and we can go over this. So because that's what I did the first time around is I sat down with Noah and Jen, and they kind of walked me through the system we had in place, and just it being in a different place threw me off.
Sure.
So it is what it is. Let's
But,
get
but
back to
I
these.
really don't think that some of this is your fault. Because those were already at 0,
Mhm.
before you
Right.
ever did anything that
Either
should have
way,
been
I want
anything.
to make sure everybody gets their form checks submitted. So I will be. We're almost done here. I have so the green ones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll answer any questions you guys have. So let me get through these last 5, and then we can go and do a Q&A and then close up shop, and then I'll get with the team and figure out how they want to do this. Torn, I'm glad Torn's incredibly strong. He was at the UK. He deadlifted 300, a little over 300 kilo, maybe 300 kilo, close to 330 kilo, I think, on the trap bar. And he now has the pump club record for deadlifts on the trap bar, which I think he pulled in pounds. It's like 705, give or take. So I'm glad Torn's here. He's a strong dude, moves very well. Torin, with that being said, your stiff legs, I want a full lockout. This acceleration is great, but I want your glutes coming all the way through. These are a finisher in the movement pattern, right? So these are simulating and engaging muscles that finish our deadlift. So I want you to squeeze that butt and drive it to the bar. As if you're locking out, the conventional deadlift. Tish, front squat and bent over row. She's got a cleaner bar. And another one that's clean to front squat it. Are we going? Okay, this is the bent over row. So the first one that I can't see must be the front squat. More bent. You're virtually almost all the way upright at the top of that row. I want more row out of it. You're rowing about 6 inches. We want to utilize that back. We want to utilize the lats. We want to use the main movers of the row. So drop the weight if you have to, which I think is what you're going to have to do, because ideally that's a row position. You row within that plane. Slightly forward. There we go. Pull in. Yes. That was pretty damn good. So from the side, we can see some. This is a great pull. Before I say anything else, this is a fantastic pull. If he pulled like this for the rest of his life, he'd be just fine. You're slightly shoulders past our bar here. So when you get heavy, what's going to happen? And you really start to struggle, your butt's going to kick back slightly to pull you in line before the bar breaks, or the bar's going to swing out away from you when it breaks, which is going to pull you into your toes and make the lift harder. So we just need to shift you back. We might bring our butt up just a little bit, which will give clearance for our body to shift back. Giannis. Giannis has been working on front squat. It's a new movement for him. Good position. Yes. A little bit deeper. Get you deeper. Let's get your depth, and then we'll start scrubbing the rest of it. You've got like an inch, and you're there. But this is a night and day difference from what, 2-3 weeks ago? So this is great progress, man. You're getting there. Ending on Yik Ming, our squatting, our he likes to put on an absolute squat clinic. Yes. Now we got some heavy reps from him. I mean, even in the heavier stuff, he's so technically sound. And I had a question in the app around technique versus like failure. So you have like technical failure and then you have total failure. Someone that moves as well as Yik Ming, they're going to come at the same time because the technique is so sound and because of it, stronger. Within that realm, though, once we get to a certain point of technical proficiency, total failure will come slightly later for a lot of people. But even then, the total failure looks better than it does before. So that's why technique is so important, is it gives you a higher threshold. These are great. These might be the... Yep, there it is. And just like that, done over with. Yik, fantastic job, as usual, man. You might want to belt up on that top set. Like, see, kind of fight through that a little bit, if possible. Sometimes failure is failure. But he trains beltless. And this is a testament. Look how good his squat is. He doesn't even wear a belt. He's got a strong midsection. And that is the linchpin in all of this, that midsection. If that's the weak link, it's the weak link for everything. All right. So that was the last of the form checks that did get downloaded with this debacle. Do we have any questions before we close up shop here?
Hey Nick, I just want to say that I put the link where I found the information about the imbalance created in the mixed overhand.
Okay.
Grip. It's in the chat. It's the website Train Fitness.
Yeah. I don't even know. There it is. Let's see. We can go over that while we've got everyone here. How far back?
Oh, I can repost it so that it's clear. It's closed.
Oh, yeah, repost it.
Yeah.
Let's see. May lead to imbalances. Let's see. It says 403 forbidden. Access to this page is forbidden. Where the hell are you getting this information?
Well, it's the website Train Fitness.
Okay.
I happen to ask question to Google, and then the AI provided me with that link as the source.
It worked for me, Nick, by the way. Sorry.
Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just
So you fucked up the internet.
yeah, fucked up. I'll dig into it. I'll give it a fair look, but I can tell you this. I've mixed script the same way for a decade. I know any elite level power lifter mixed scripts the same way. Regardless what that link says, I haven't seen it in application and outcome. It takes more than that to get an imbalance, because the reason being is you don't have a load difference on either side. To create imbalances, there's typically a load difference dispersion. You're still using the same things to bear the weight. You just have a different angle of how you're holding the weight. But that left lat and that left upper back isn't holding the weight any less. From all of this side of you, doesn't know the difference between this and this on a deadlift. So visually it looks different. It has a functional application, and it may, when you bend that arm, create more stress on the bicep, but that doesn't mean it's not moving any less weight. So how could it fundamentally create an imbalance at a muscular level when it's still holding the same amount of weight as this hand? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And do you know if when we hold the bar with overhand grip, does it strengthen more the forearms than
Yeah, it's more grip
doing the
intensive.
mix?
1,000%.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean, you're
so-
still
so-
holding the weight, but it's not more grip intensive because you're doing more weight. It's more grip intensive because you have a rolling bar. So, yeah, it can, but when it comes in the realm of deadlift, you want to deadlift the way you're going to deadlift. You can do assistance movements like your rows and stuff, obviously, your double overhand. So you're still getting that it's still even over under mixed grip is still helping grip.
And would you suggest doing the workups with overhand grips and then the working set?
Nope. Work up how you're going to lift.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you know that website just brought some confusion to me.
Well, it sounds like that website's I shouldn't use that word. Sometimes
No, I know what you mean.
Yes, it sounds like that website, whoever wrote that, has an IQ of in a refrigerator. So I'll just say that. All right, Leah, go ahead, hit me.
All right, I have two quick questions. I previously I had a blockage of equipment access. Now that I have it, I'm trying to figure out what I'm capable of. And like, how close should we stick to these rep range suggestions? Like, if it's suggesting 10 and I can squeak out 6, I mean, should I do that, or should I go much lower?
If the prescribed reps are 10 and you're doing 6, you went wrong with your weight selection.
Okay, so I need to drop it down until I can get.
If you're failing 1 shy, that's one thing. But if you're doing 4 shy, you need to, you 5 pounds less.
I guess, yeah, I was just asking, like, what's the line? Like, if I'm one or two shy, it's okay, but any more than that, drop
I
it.
usually say it like this, like if you nail it, like sometimes I miss sometimes. But when I miss, it's usually top set. So what that means is I usually hit the prescribed reps on the 2 working sets, adjust my weight accordingly, and then I either, if my prescription is ramping up and I have like a 20% spread between my first and last set, I may overshoot the last set and I may fall a rep or 2 short. That's okay. But if you're
Okay.
4 reps off on working sets where, if your effort's high, say it's like a 3x10, your weights are going to get lower if you're hitting the targeted effort.
Okay.
So like your first set, you may have done 10 and you had 1 or 2 reps in the tank. The second set, you may barely get 10. The third set, you're going to have to drop weight because you barely got 10 last set. So I need to come off 5, 10, 20 pounds, whatever the movement is, to get that, 8, 9, or 10.
Okay. Okay. And another thing was, if you want to like learn something that's not part of your program at the time, how do you work that in? Like, I'm
What is it?
interested in pull-ups. I would like to learn how to do pull-ups, but that's
Do them
not
at the
part of my
end of an upper day.
Okay. Okay, so I just start with dead hangs, right? That's how we start that journey.
I'd start with eccentrics. So like you jump up and help yourself up and then go down as slow as possible.
Okay.
For
All right, cool.
like literally try and make it last like 10 seconds, which is going to
Okay.
seem like eternity. Make it last as long as you can for like, do 5 singles of that. Start there. And
Okay.
then give yourself less and less assistance on the way up each time
Okay.
as you progress.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I think Dom was next. She had her hand up. I saw. Where'd she go? She's still in here?
I'm there. I'm there. I was just fighting with my my screen to have the mic. You're not the only one having trouble with technology today. So I was wondering, because I'm doing I think it's the pumped, the program I'm doing. So it's split top bottom, but my shoulders, like I really want them to be like more bulky, and I'm kind of reaching a plateau with weights and stuff like that. And I wonder, because I would like to train them 3 times a week, not 2, to reach a better, like bigger shoulders. Is that okay, or is there like a limit of training you can do on the same muscle group, and it's gonna go?
I mean, you can
negative?
progress to 2 times a week if that's what if you're hitting a plateau in weights. It's typically an effort management issue.
Okay.
So, what I mean by that is, when you are managing that effort on those sets. So when you're in a program, going off of how much weight you move on a week-to-week basis is not a definition of a plateau, because it's gonna undulate. You're gonna have weeks where you move more, you're gonna have weeks where you move less. That's how it goes. Every program for the rest of your life, you're gonna have that issue. What's gonna happen is when you deload, you take a week off, you test PRs, you test main movers, you're gonna see, oh, I did get stronger. So when you're in a program, you have fatigue and it accumulates. So that's why the training undulates typically. So you're in a point where you feel like you're plateauing. Odds are, the biggest factors that affect training on a day-to-day are nutrition and recovery / sleep. So that's one thing that a box needs to get checked off, and you need a self deep dive on, am I doing everything I possibly can to have good training sessions? The other thing is, you want to do a bodybuilding show, so you're going to have to prioritize recovery.
Yeah, I do that already. Like I have put like supplement. I sleep 8 hours a day. I have my creatine, my protein. I'm like logging on my nutrition on another, like on the app, and then on another one to have really the macros for my coach to prepare the prep properly. So I know I have all of that, but there's still some moments where like I crash because I feel like my body is like, you can't anymore like this. But
do you have any? How long do your workouts take?
an hour 20, I would say.
Do you have a meal you eat before the workout?
Yeah, I do oatmeal with strawberries, walnuts, and protein yogurt. I
Do you
don't know how
have
to say it in English.
anything that you consume intra-workout?
No, just water.
Okay, so add 300 milliliters of orange juice.
Okay.
So
While I work out?
getting into workout carbs. So when you kind of get to that middle section where you start to feel like carbs in the mix, bring that blood sugar back up, and then it should give you a little oomph.
Okay.
But when you say you feel like you're plateauing, what do you mean by that? Where are you plateauing?
For example, for shoulders, I'm staying at 25 pounds each. I do 4 sets of 7, 6. Then lateral raise, I'm staying at 15, and I cannot.
You're doing 4, 6, and then so it's escalating reps. Reps go up.
I start at 7 reps, and then the more I every set I do a bit less because it's just too much.
Yeah,
but when I get too much, I drop the 25 and I take the 20s to keep going.
Yeah, so start at 30s next week.
Okay.
Start at 30s next week. And then you might still have to drop to 20s and then 15s. But that's okay. You're pushing the envelope there. So
yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, you've gotta like get uncomfortable, man. Like,
I am uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable. I swear
grab
to
the
you,
30s, take them for a ride, and say the rep scheme is 8, and you only get 5. Grab the 25s, finish 3.
Yeah.
So that's progression.
Yeah.
Because you've now got a heavier load exposure. Yeah, you had to drop back to the 25s to finish that set. And or say the rep scheme's 8 and you get 7 on that first set, that's okay, move on. Because odds are you're gonna get 8 eventually.
Yeah.
So
by staying comfortable.
Miss a rep. It's okay.
Yeah.
You'll get there. Yeah.
Yeah. I am uncomfortable. Like I read your article yesterday and I'm like, I'm not comfortable most of the time. It's what I like about it. But it's just that sometimes you're a bit frustrated because you keep pushing. You eat well, you sleep well, you have all your nutrition, like everything is under control, but then you cannot reach the next one and you're just like
Go into your workout a little pissed off. See what happens.
I am always pissed off. I like the Hulk. I'm always pissed off. So I'm just trying. Thank you.
There you go. Get a little more pissed off. Hit some ammonia. Hit that little fight or flight reflex.
Yeah.
Different levels of arousal do different things.
The people at the gym are gonna freak out. I'm gonna come all like.
That's fine. Fuck them.
Okay. I will do it. I will probably not film that part, but I will do the rest. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. My question is, so I've just finished the second week of foundation. Previously, I've been lifting about 8 pretty solid.
I can't hear you. You're like your mic's like cutting in and out.
I'm striding from. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I was lifting for about 15 months, pretty solid, 3 days a week, but then I was not lifting for the past 2-3 months. So I was just oscillating on figuring out which program to choose. So anyway, mostly the prescribed exercises of using, like I think you saw in the video, I was using a machine for, the bench presses and things last week when you saw I was using the Smith machine, you made a comment, you know, well, if that's all you have, you got to work with that. We were talking about range of motion. I have barbell and prefer to use that. I was just trying to kind of get my sea legs back in a controlled environment and go with what the programming says. But is it okay to just switch over now the third or fourth week to using a barbell wherever I can and doing more traditional lifts?
I mean, I personally don't have a problem with that. Yeah, if your goal is getting back to a barbell, I think that aligns. So, supplementing that barbell in there progressively is totally fine.
Okay, some of like the cable pull to me is just doing really just straight barbell work. But I didn't want to kill myself the first 2 weeks back.
I mean, you can manage that with what you load on the barbell. You can get the movement pattern down and just progressively add weight.
Okay, but you know, I was trying to balance like using the programming as it's been written, but the swaps seem. I mean, I'm not really changing it a lot if I'm just using the swap that's given, right?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds great. Then I'll start recording back with barbell exercises again.
Lovely. Sounds good.
Okay, so much. Appreciate it.
Always. Benoit.
All right, yes. So my other video was a goblet squat, and I wanted to know, because I'm maxed up with my weights, so I used a weighted vest, and also weighted belts around my arms.
Sure.
So is that correct for the purpose, or?
Yeah, you're adding weight.
Yeah, but it's on my back actually, instead of holding it in front like a
You have no other
goblet.
choice. So what else are you gonna do?
And that's actually second question. What do you guys do when you're getting strong enough that you would need maybe like 100 or 120-pound dumbbells? Do you still do goblet squats, or you switch to to another exercise?
I have a loadable dumbbell that I can load up to like 300 pounds. So that's my
Okay.
solution. It's my circus dumbbell.
Okay.
So typically I've done them with a kettlebell and a vest. I've done that. That's totally valid option. But there's a certain point where like if you're so limited on weight and you're even at the point where you've thrown in tempo to make them harder, that you still are out of weight, well, get more weight or switch the variation. Like, you know what a Zercher is?
The Zercher?
Where you hold it in the crutches of your arms in front of you.
Okay.
With a barbell.
Yep.
That's a
Okay.
valid option. It's a front-loaded option. I've done that. But the goblet squat is an assistance movement. The Zercher is definitely a big compound movement. So it's hard.
Okay.
I would just keep, for the sake of it being assistance movement, I would keep adding weight how you can, or just get heavier kettlebells or dumbbells.
Okay. Because with the dumbbell kickstand stiff-legged deadlift, I'm also kind of maxed up because I go down for 8 seconds and then go up, but then my 80-pound dumbbells are not enough anymore, and I also add my weighted belt to my arms.
Yeah.
And it's like okay, what else am I gonna do? And I know that it's hard. I'm doing it, but if I had heavier dumbbells, I know I would progress more. So, and I was wondering, what do you guys do when you need heavier dumbbells?
I do shit like that.
Already...
I don't have a machine. I don't have a single machine at the place where I train. I use the reverse hyper as my leg extension. I use bands for any sort of hamstring curl. Anything lat pull downs, a pull-up variation, or I throw a band over, and I do them that way. I have to put a bench up against a rack, put my feet up against it, use 2 heavy bands for any sort of seated row. I have to make shit up to work, things like that. So me personally, I'm okay with you jerry rigging shit. I'm okay with it because that's I won a world title jerry rigging shit. So I think it's totally valid. You don't have to get any additional equipment. You can make stuff. I mean, we had people fabricate things out of steel. Our Husafell stone, our farmer's handles, they were all made by one of the other guys who trains there. So like kind of making it work is a valid option. It doesn't have to be a perfect goblet squat setup. As long as you're getting in the movement pattern with load, you're doing it.
Yeah, because when I told that I used a vest and belt to my crew in the app, they said, hey, it's a good idea, and I wanted to validate if it's actually
because you're not
for
just
the
using
purpose.
sweat vests. You're doing that additionally with the goblet squat. So it's all good.
All right, thank you, Nick.
Yes, sir. Bart.
Hi, Nick. My question would be about my squats, because you said about my butt wing. How will I know if I go too deep? I didn't know it could happen, but like you said on my goblet, I was very low and it was problematic. So should I put a bench to the...
Elevate your heels.
I'm not gonna compete. I'm just wanna get
No. Let's slow down. Let's elevate your heels first.
Yeah,
I gotta your heels a little bit more. Get a steeper angle. Let's see if that eliminates it first. So we're gonna troubleshoot it. So we're gonna try X, Y, Z, and then figure out what our best options are, and then work within that.
Okay, will do. Try it with the heavier weight. Second question about my deadlift. You was asking about my hamstrings. I could probably lower the bar even more, but then I wouldn't feel it in my hamstrings. I would feel it in my lower back. So there's...
For which movement was this? I'm sorry.
Steve Leggett deadlift.
Yeah, it means you're going too far. So you're moving out of that rigid position and you're flexing in the lumbar, and then it's no longer pulling on the hamstring and glute. So the range of motion is as far as you can go within that form. That's it.
Okay, but with lower weights, I could probably get lower, feel more of my hamstrings, but I would have to do like...
It's not about how low can you go with those.
Yeah. Time under tension. This I read about.
Yeah. No. With stiff leg deadlifts and RDL, everyone's range of motion is going to be different.
Okay.
Because that movement is very dependent on range of motion and our mobility as an individual. So I'm not very mobile in the hamstring and the glute because I've got a lot back there. So my RDL is going to be shallower than yours. I'm going to have less range of motion for me personally, because the part where I need to let my lower back into flexion to get further happens sooner for me.
Okay, but do you still feel it in your hamstrings as much as...
Not when I start to round into flexion. So for me, my RDL is I'm pushing my butt back. I feel it. Now my lumbar, I feel it peaking in stretch. To go any further, I'm going to have to round at the lower back, which will eliminate that sensation in my hamstrings, which is why we stop before we get to that point. So we keep it in our hamstrings and our glutes.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So, yeah, absolutely. The last question, following the Benoit once. I love the barbell back squat, but I suck at front barbell squat. the goblet squat for me is too deep, and my usual setup right now I'm at my at Lowe's, in Lowe's, sorry, is the heavy dumbbells. So what's the difference? I know there's not one, like you said that goblet squat isn't a compound movement, it's assistant. So the front squat is
It's
more...
a compound. It's. Let me clarify that. It is a compound movement because it's a squat, but it's an assistance movement. It's not a, like, no one works up to a 1 rep max on a goblet squat, right?
Okay.
Like your main compound movements are squat, bench, deadlift, clean and press, or overhead.
Okay.
That's the main. All those other movements are carrying over and assisting those big movers.
Okay, so the difference between barbell front squat and barbell back squat is more glute, hamstrings, and on front more quad?
Yeah, and it's more core intensive because the
Okay.
load's in front of you. Yeah, so it's the back squat is very core intensive, but the load's in a more optimal position for our posterior chain. With the load being, instead of here, being here, our posterior chain has to work harder, which is why the front squat is harder. Because it taxes the posterior chain in a much less advantageous position.
Okay, thank you, Nick, very much. I would love to stay all day listening to you, but I have two twin girls and they absolutely need me right now, right here. So thank you very much.
Yes,
And
sir.
I will
Thanks for coming.
send you more videos.
Yes, sir. Hopefully next time I won't fuck it all up.
Nick, can I say, I think this is the longest Zoom ever. Thank you so much for giving us so much of your time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. You know, if you guys show up, I will. Like I've always said that. And you know, there's no Arnold going on. There's no I kind of dedicate. I always make sure I have like a couple hours carved out for this at a minimum, because I know we've definitely kissed 3 hours before, give or take. Maybe slightly shy. But you guys get me once a week like this. So I want you guys, people who want to stay and people who want to ask the questions, I want to give you guys as much of that time as possible so I can maximize its value for you and get everyone's questions answered, get everyone's form checks reviewed, and make sure, you know, you guys are getting your value. And I want to see you guys get better. So I'm not going to rush through them. I'm here for it. I like the coaching aspect. I fucking hate writing programs. I do it, but I hate it. Adam and Ketch are very aware of that. When hiring me, I was very transparent. I hate writing programs. And it's like one of those things, I'm good at it because I had to be, not because I want to get good at it, but where, I guess you could say I shine is movement assessment. So this is what also allows me to be the most useful to the team and to the village is being here, getting eyes on, and letting you guys moving talk to me, because that's my language.
We appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate that you appreciate. I'm appreciating that. How about that?
Nick, can I just say, I don't want to prolong it, but I just want to say, and I said this to you in person, but I'll say it again. I was really nervous submitting videos. Meeting you in person last week really helped me because it was really quite intimidating, the big meetings. But I just wanted to, you know, seriously say thank you for your help in person, but also today I'm going to submit more and keep improving. So thank you.
And I don't know why you were nervous. You move well.
But yeah.
You're a tall lady. Usually I get the excuse, I'm tall, I'm bad at X, Y, Z. And you're not. You actually move well.
Thank you.
I understand her. I'm 85 weeks in this app doing programs starting from scratch, and I sent you my videos last week. My first video. So
wow. Why'd you wait so long?
I don't know. I thought I couldn't find the right angle to video to record myself, and I said, fuck it. So
I mean, if someone
that's
has
why.
a shit angle and you watch these long enough, you'll hear me tell them this is a shit angle. I can't see anything. I've had people send me stuff and it's like they were sending it to me from outer fucking space. It was like 30 feet away. I was like, I don't, what do you, this is like 1080p and you're basically pixels. So it's, and then the following week we laugh about it. They send it at a better angle. So if it's a shit angle, I let people know. Usually, rule of thumb when it comes to squat, unless I request an angle because I see something that needs that angle, rule of thumb and default, from the side, squat, bench, deadlift. Deadlift, you kind of have to come around to the front, as in the knees being the front for the 45, because then the plate, if you're directly from the side, the plates block everything. And one of the guys doing, Jonathan, he was doing the bend over rows. I said, I can't see shit. The plates are blocking. It was just like the perfectly bad angle. And not that it was inherently a bad angle. It was just at the peak of the row when I would see all the movement, the plate slid right into front of all of the important stuff. And that happens. Like, I get that. Like, it does. And then you just give me a different angle next week and it's all good. Like, it's not a big deal. If you watch these, you see what angles people are submitting, and a lot of times be like, hey, yeah, side looks good. You're struggling down depth. Let me see it from the front or the back, so I can see what our foot width looks like, because that I think I could be the culprit. So typically I'll request any different angles from the side, but the side just tells you the most, and it allows for the most information for a lot of reasons because of just how the posterior chain's built, the folding, things like that. But yeah, it's submit from the side as a rule of thumb, and then if I need another angle, I'll let you know.
Yeah, it also helped me, like you said, you record your every top set every time you work out. So
yeah, my coach gets every single top set of all my compound movements. The only time I send him assistance is if him being from the UK, we call things different things. Yeah. Occasionally. And everyone that was at the UK meetup found that out at one of the Q&As. So here's some comic relief. I didn't know I was going to be on this Q&A panel with Momentous. Had no idea.
Oh my God.
So I moseyed off to get something to drink. By drink, I mean whiskey. And, because this typically when I'm in an Arnold, I'm either competing or doing some sort of athlete shit, and I'm airtight. Diet, nutrition, traveling's a pain in the ass because I pack all my supplements, and like I didn't even have a full suitcase because I didn't pack any gym equipment. I'm like, this is sweet. Like, I'm gonna take home snacks. I got room. And then so I come moseying on in. They've started the Q&A. I've got a double whiskey in each hand, and I actually bought like 3 or 4, and I just killed 2 right there at the stand. So like I'm feeling good, I'm warm, I'm fuzzy. Like I'm not in any shape that I should be sitting on a Q&A panel. I thought my responsibilities were done for the day as a coach. I thought it was just, hanging out, talking to people, answering questions, people saying hi, picking your brain, funsies. So they're like, oh, there's our strongman. We got a chair for you. I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, I held up my drinks, and he's like, and his whiskey. I was like, well, if they don't care, I don't care. So I downed one, and someone said something. I don't remember what it said, but it was on topic of me drinking whiskey at a Q&A. And I was like, well, I was polite. I was double fisting. And apparently that means something very different in the UK than it does in America. Double fisting means you got one in each hand. So everyone thought that was funny because it was wildly inappropriate, and I had no idea. And I got educated that they call it double pot in the UK. So this is what I mean by we tend to call the same things very different things. But even double fist, and that was on brand for me, let's be honest, at that point. You guys know what to expect out of me. So I was okay with it. We all had a good laugh. But yeah, to get back on topic here. Outside my assistants, I typically, unless there's something I genuinely have a question on, or it's a new, even for me, occasionally I'll stumble across a movement I haven't done before. It's typically one I haven't done, or one I'm like, Tom, what in the Tory hell is this? Why do you call it this? Example, rear delt flies, right? It's the opposite of a chest fly. Logic, it's the same movement, you're just going backwards. Fly. You're still flying, you're flapping, right? He calls them rear delt raise. I'm like, what the hell is a rear delt raise? And I was like, I sent him the video and he's like, that's a rear delt raise. And I was like, no, Tom, that's a rear delt fly. He's like, and then of course he made some sort of joke about me being American and me being an idiot. And then I shot back. So it's little things like that. So when it comes to assistance movements, unless you have like a really, really genuine question on if you're doing the movement pattern correct, but you do them confidently, I don't need to see them unless you have a question. The compound movements are higher degrees of difficulty. There's more going on. So even now, even though I'm a great squatter, I'm a world-class presser, and Tom's coaching isn't necessarily technique. He's looking at things like, for me, for bar speed and things like that. So he knows how to adjust my effort for next week. Like, okay, our mid-range effort was a little slow. I'm going to back him off next week on that mid-range and keep the effort like a 5. So his heavier day later in the week, it's things like that. Like a higher level athlete is just different reasons for different things. Even though I'm still polishing, typically when I watch my own video, I'll be like, ah, shit, I could have done X, Y, and Z better. I don't need, even though the second set of eyes is great, he might see something I don't, but I can typically pick up on it myself, or I can even feel it. So sending me those top sets, the reason why it's the top set is because if something's going to go wrong, that's where I'm going to have the most fatigue. It's typically where I fuck something up. So that's why I send in the top set, not every set. My first set usually goes great because typically my stuff, I'm working up in weight each set with the compound movements, especially in prep. So even high-level athletes, the best in the world, they have coaches, and they're sending them videos. Anyone else? Before we cut the cord here. Going once, going twice.
Thank you.
So, yes, ma'am. Thank you guys for sticking with me this long. Again, I apologize for the whole shit show.
Stuff happens.
Started this.
It happens.
We got there. I'm going to make a list of all the ones that I didn't get to because they didn't, and see if we can get some of you people resubmit, and I will do another video and have that up on the YouTube as well. So thank you guys for being patient. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you next week.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Bye.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Thanks, Nick.